Hello, all guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome to the newest episode of the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast, brought to you on YouTube, on Spotify, on Google, and Apple Podcasts. I'm Austin. I'm a knockout, watched a lot of wrestling.
I'm David. I'm a noob, haven't watched nearly as much wrestling, and I am an enjoyer of when things work as they intended, when everything goes according to plan. As they always do on our randomizer episodes, Austin. I think you will agree. Everything always goes according to plan every time.
Welcome to the
series.
third edition of the Randomizer episode of the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast. And we've already run into issues because the website I've used to randomly generate our shows for this doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, it just decided not to function. Okay, yeah. Fuck you.
So I have created a quick solution to our problem. We will have to fill some air in between how I do it. So we can talk more. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just spin wheels.
Okay.
To narrow ourselves down to one episode of television.
Just process of elimination, baby.
Yeah. So I guess if there's any rules to it, I mostly just don't want to do stuff that I already have planned to do for the podcast.
Yes. Or I assume stuff that we've already done.
Yeah. So, but no other than
Christmas
that,
future, no Christmas past.
No Christmas.
Only Christmas present.
Yeah. So with that in mind, for those of you in the video version, hopefully the screen successfully shares. Because we've had issues with that.
Oh
before.
Shit! All right. Oh, we got so we're keeping it. We're keeping it the big three.
I'm just keeping it simple. I'm not, especially because this is such a quick and dirty solution here. I'm not going to try to figure out the territories or the minor indie stuff that exists on the WWE.
I am totally fine with
Peacock.
the big three.
We're just going to do WWE, WCW, or ECW.
Now, as a point of order, is NXT included in WWE?
NXT is part of WWE. We'll see when we get to that part.
Okay, I see.
So the first spin of the wheel, and it is on
ECW. Damn, we've only done like old school EC dubs so far. I have yet to see
from like 94.
So yeah, I have yet to really see like dyed in the wool, like full on EC dub.
All right, so I'm gonna remake the thing here. But with that in mind, as a reminder, we've had 2 of these episodes before. Our first episode was actually, I'll save this for when I need to type more than 2 things.
Yes.
But actually 3 things.
So we're looking at.
So the main ECW television show, the one that was aired locally on Philadelphia, like the one we did a whole arc on was ECW Hardcore Television.
Okay.
But also late in their run at around 2000, they actually got a nationally broadcast program on TNN.
Oh shit!
Famously, this went terribly.
Oh no!
Like it was just a really big disconnect between like what ECW wanted to do and what the network wanted, and the network was also pretty honest up front about like, we really only want this until we can get Raw back.
So was this like, is this where the Paul Heyman promo comes from, where he's
where he where he begs, he's like, I dare you to throw me off the air.
Yeah,
that was him cutting like a shoot promo on TNN and begging them to cancel our show, and then they did.
That's well. So, I mean, how you asked for?
Yeah, and then pay-per-views, just we'll see.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna spin the secondary wheel to see what ECW show we're gonna watch.
Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. Oh shit!
ECW pay-per-view.
Our second pay-per-view in a row. Oh my god!
Sorry about that, but figured let's just go for it. Okay.
Hey, why not?
So I'm now gonna start putting years on the calendar.
Oh my God.
To figure out what year of a pay-per-view we're going to watch. I think there was a pay-per-view in 2001. I'm not sure about that.
We're not throwing One Night Stand up there.
No. That's a WWE show that masqueraded.
I guess so. Yeah,
masqueraded as a ECW show.
That's fair.
Okay. Okay. So 1993 to 2001. Here are our options. Hopefully it's something in the later years, but we spin the wheel again.
Oh my God. All right.
And then we can talk more about what our past mystery box shows were.
Oh, woo! Just barely.
Almost 90. I don't want to go back to 94. We've already done 94. We did so much of 1994.
Oh my God,
already.
Just barely. Just on the fucking cusp. Oh boy, I was holding my breath there. Holy shit.
I say pay-per-views. Technically, that's not true. Their first true pay-per-view was barely legal in April of 1997. Okay. These are more like the super shows.
I see.
That are mostly on the network / the ECW redub project.
Indeed.
So that is what we're looking at here. So I'm going to have to type all these stupid things out. And I might have to re-roll because some of them I don't think are on the network at all.
Well, let's find out.
So while we're doing that, we can talk about what the previous mystery box episodes we did.
Indeed.
Yeah, so first time through, we watched WCW 2001.
Oh boy.
Truly insane. That show was so weird. I think it started with like in media res.
Yes, it did. I fucking forgot about that.
Of like Ernest Miller fighting Dustin Rhodes.
Or wait, was it? Because I feel like because Ernest the Cat Miller, he was the guy that had the fucking rip off James Brown elevator music that we were riffing on, right?
Yeah, he did. He had the bad fake.
Or wait, did he make a second entrance later in that show? That might have been what.
I mean, he might have.
Also, I love how how a couple of these are like named for their top stars, like Return of the Funker, Enter Sandman.
Yeah. The second time, the most famous thing from the WCW 2001 show is that Ric Flair was feuding with Kevin Nash, and Kevin Nash, as the babyface, kidnapped David Flair.
and we were supposed to root for this because, I mean, like I've loosened up a little bit on that after like in the lead up to All In, Joker Sting kidnapped Prince Nana, but even then I was like, this feels dirty.
A little bit, yeah. And then also the second time we did it was the most absurdly lucky thing I've ever seen, as we were in the middle of doing our arc of the AJ Lee Love Square storyline in 2012, where she was like trying to make out with CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and Kane. And we got an episode of SmackDown from like March 2012.
Yeah. Look, surprise bonus episode of that arc, actually.
All right, so I have all these inputs on the board. I guarantee not all of these are on. I am going to rule if it's not on the network, or I guess Peacock, we're not. I think the ECW redub project, which is what we use for a lot of that arc to get an authentic ECW experience. I think they have some of the shows that aren't on the network, maybe, but okay. I'm gonna rule that if it's not on Peacock, we're gonna re-roll until I get something that's on Peacock. So we're gonna spin the wheel and see what happens.
So many choices. It's so
they have a lot. Double tables, I feel like it's probably not, but I will.
We can take a look.
Double check on that.
You'll double check on double tables.
I will double tables.
You will double. I love how one of them is just holiday. There's December to Dismember, but also holiday.
All right, so double tables is not on Peacock from what I can tell. Unfortunately. Already, this is falling apart. This idea is falling apart. No, for sure. Oh, God. Okay, I'm going to riveting podcasting, folks. As I navigate Peacock off screen.
Noobs and Knockouts Podcast, famously on Peacock.
So Double Tables is not on Peacock for sure.
Let's see.
Wait, what? It is?
Wait, it is?
What?
What?
Yeah, Double Tables ECW Double Tables 1995.
Oh my fucking god.
All right, we're doing it. Okay, I'll read off what information we have. I know the idea is we go in blind, but we'll go in as blind as we can. This took place at the ECW Arena on February 4th, 1995. According to Wikipedia, the event was part of an internet wrestling convention, oh god, being held in the area and was named after the show's main event. Several of the bouts were broadcast on the February 7th, 14th, and 21st episodes of Hardcore TV. That was super common. We know from watching Hardcore TV at the time, a lot. They filled a lot of time on Hardcore TV showing you stuff from their super
November to Remember. Oh yeah, they made sure we remembered November.
Yeah, and also apparently one of the matches on the show, Chris Benoit versus Al Snow. That's a cursed match.
Oh
dear!
Say
out loud.
Oh
was
dear!
Included on the WWE DVD Hard Knocks: The Chris Benoit Story.
Oh, double dear.
Yep. So again, we don't go into this story trying to it's our. The whole point of the randomizer is I don't know what's coming, so I don't have any prepared backstory to give beyond just what I know.
Yeah, fair enough.
About the era. But all right, let's read the Peacock description for Double Tables. The Public Enemy defends the ECW Tag Team titles against Sabu and Taz in a Double Tables match.
Oh god. Okay.
There's the name.
Holy shit.
Shane Douglas defends the ECW World Heavyweight title versus Tully Blanchard.
The franchise is the current champ?
Of course he is.
I forget, was he champ back?
He was champ during the thing we watched.
Oh my fucking god. So how long was he champ for?
So long. He he held that belt so many fucking times. I'm gonna look up the facts on that right now. Shane Douglas at 4 reigns and 874 days is the longest reigning ECW champion of all time.
Holy fucking fuck. Well, because it's so funny because I can't remember if I've talked about it on the pod before, but my friends in a discussion about Marty Jannetty with like Robbie and Kyle and Bianchi, they responded by starting to take me down the Antonio Brown rabbit hole and just showing me like all of the deeply unhinged things Antonio Brown has said. And one of the quotes in there's like a whole Reddit master post of just all the like shit Antonio Brown's, and one of the things he says is, "Don't touch me, I'm the franchise." And my first thought was Shane Douglas, and holy shit, Shane Douglas at 800 plus days of this reign actually gets claimed as shit like that. My man truly is the fucking franchise.
The dude had 2 different year-plus long title reigns.
That's so we're in the middle of one of them, right?
We are. This is when he had the belt from 94 into 95.
Okay, got it. And then how much longer is he champ?
Till April. I mean, I guess it's not that much of a spoiler to say he is not. Tully Blanchard is not a former ECW champion.
Yeah, that one did. I mean, that one did give me a double take a little bit. Like, I wouldn't be ultimately surprised, but like, I don't feel like Tully Blanchard is like the most likely dude to become ECW champ.
Yeah. Another match for Double Tables: Cactus Jack versus the Sandman in a Texas death match.
Oh shit!
That might actually bang.
That probably will bang. I mean, fuck, that's gonna rule. Actually, holy shit.
Yeah, obviously Cactus Jack, GOAT, of death matches. And Sandman, look, he's not very athletic, but dude can swing a kendo stick.
Oh my god, he's got an aura about him. I don't know what to tell you.
We're gonna get a listen to Exit Light, Enter Night, I'm sure. Dude, ECW redub better have this fucking show. I'm not even kidding.
Oh man,
I need to check. I gotta check if they got double tables, or if I'm gonna have to suffer, or if I'm gonna have to suffer the network dub.
I mean, to be fair, if they had like the fucking like 94 Tommy Dreamer arc, I want to believe that they have double tables 95.
Fuck yeah, they got double tables 95. We're good.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah. I think the only problem is like there's like a chunk of 98 that has been wiped off of the archive.org, and like the person who did this just doesn't do it any, like whoever made this shit is not actively working on this anymore.
Yeah.
So there's basically no way to get that back.
That really sucks, actually. Dude said I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah. But we got double tables. We're doing this. We're doing this proper VHS rip style.
Yes, as it should be. You if you're not watching EC Dub off of like traded VHS rips, you're watching ECW incorrectly. I'm sorry to say
that it's VHS rips or 2 a.m. on a Saturday. That's the correct times and ways to watch ECW.
Wait. I gotta get specifics here. Are we talking 2 a.m. like Friday leading
Saturday night,
Saturday or
Saturday night into Sunday?
Into Sunday. Oh shit. Okay.
All right, and then the last match mentioned here for ECW Double Tables is Tommy Dreamer versus Steve Richards.
Yeah, I'm looking at Steve Richards, remind me.
Steven Richards. I feel like we have not seen enough of him for to have a good memory. He's in the Blue World Order. Not that we've seen a lot of that.
Shit.
He's the guy that JBL busted open at One Night Stand.
Shit. Okay.
He was also in the Right to Censor. He was also one of the big guys in the Right to Censor.
Damn, dude's just joining all the best factions. Actually, yeah. BWO does rule, from what I understand.
Hopefully this is BWO era. No, it can't be.
95? No way.
No, this is pre.
Because NWO didn't start up till 96.
This is pre-Nitro. My bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I wish that Stevie Richards.
Fuck. I'm looking at the Peacock listing for this myself. Yeah, talk about a special show rather than a pay-per-view. This thing runs less than 2 hours. Whoa.
That's good by me.
Whoa, baby.
Yeah, because these are just live events, like special live events. It's not a pay-per-view. And not a pay. As I said, they didn't go on pay-per-view until 97.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Yeah, so we're looking at just like extra special shows, TM.
Yeah, this is such a crazy time. I was thinking today how we need to do another Prime ECW arc.
Yeah,
a little deeper into the history of the company, and then here we are. It's ECW Double Tables.
My question for you then is like, where are we at the evolution of ECW in like early '95?
I mean, we're getting deep. We're getting deeper into like ECW at its most relevant. Like this is for context of where like this is 95, which means WCW Nitro hasn't happened yet, and WWE is in peak new generation. So ECW is riding as high as they can with the understanding that like they're a regional company with regional television.
Okay. And like,
but like the buzz from the nerds, like this is where it's at.
So we are at ECW having to like, are we in the thick of them like having really found their identity then?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay,
that's you could argue. I think you could argue that maybe after Sandman wins the belt from Shane Douglas. Maybe that's a better example of like when they started kicking it into high gear. But
because like with Sandman as the face of the company, like holy shit.
Yeah. But this is like we're like right here. more than we were even in 94.
That's really cool, though. Like, I'm really excited to see, like, how this has developed from what we saw in 94. Kind of like the evolutionary line. This is so fucking cool. All right, I'm fucking hyped. Wait,
yeah,
this is gonna be my favorite randomizer episode by a goddamn country mile at this point. Holy shit!
Yeah, we're watching a company on the come up instead of a company on the decline.
RN Jesus answered my prayer from the end of last episode. He blessed me for this one day and gave me some good finally some good fucking wrestling.
Yep. So if you want to watch along with us as we learn tonight live, it's on Peacock. I honestly didn't think it would be. I was like, I got to check to do my due diligence, but I'm like, this show? No way.
Hell yeah, brother. Taz and Sabu versus
the
who the
Public
fuck are they facing?
Enemy. The Public Enemy.
Public Enemy.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's not Dudley's, is it?
No, that's Rocco Rock and Johnny Grunge.
Oh shit. Okay,
dudes who cut a promo every fucking week of hardcore television.
Yes, yep, those guys. Okay, we're actually gonna see them wrestle. That's crazy.
Dude I looked it up during that arc of like I found like results for ECW Hardcore TV 94 and counted every time they had a promo. It was like 30 to 40 weeks in 94. It was like Public Enemy cut a promo.
The ECW My GM mode every week, just self promo for
and it worked.
Got them. Yeah, it got them into the goddamn main event of Double Tables over fucking the franchise Shane Douglas as World Heavyweight Champ. So like, there you go.
This feels perfect for Shane Douglas as he's fighting one of the Horsemen. This is the best chance he's ever going to get to fight.
My God. I didn't even think of that, but you're fucking right. This is his. He has to finish the story.
Sort of.
Kind of. Tully Blanchard is the closest he will ever get to Ric Flair. Count your fucking blessings, franchise.
Yeah. But he got inexplicably over to calling out Ric Flair every week and saying, I'll fight you in the Disney World parking lot if I have to.
Has he ever, I probably asked this, has he ever had a match with Ric Flair ever?
I'm not sure. I mean, I know they were both in WCW in the dying days of that company. So, like, it's not impossible. But
I can't remember if I asked that during the last ECW.
I don't think you did. Yeah, I'm just going to type Ric Flair and see what happens. Oh, my God. He finishes the story.
Oh, my.
At Slamboree 2000, he has a match with Ric Flair on pay-per-view.
Peak W. I need to go and find that and see if he, like, leans in to, hey, Flair, I finally got you.
Yeah, he got his ass, Shane Douglas. Ric Flair got his ass franchised.
Baby.
That's crazy to me.
I've heard all day.
I would have never thought that WCW 2000 would have ran Ric Flair versus Shane Douglas because Ric Flair hated that guy. He thought Shane Douglas was obnoxious as hell.
I wonder why.
Yeah. No, I can't believe it that Shane Douglas actually finished the story.
That's incredible. Only 5 more years you have to wait, Shane. It's coming.
Yep. Well, so again, if you want to watch along with us, back to what we were saying, Peacock, or the ECW, the ECW redub project.
Yes.
Where through the painstaking work, the majority of the ECW shows that we still have access to and footage of, redubbed to have their original music, have OG commercials, like as if you were watching ECW back when it was airing.
Oh my God, it's so incredible. All right, I found the fucking thing. On
Flair versus Shane Douglas? Or
no, I wish. No, I found the I don't think I've used the redubs, or maybe I have. Maybe I've used the I found the link to the redub project.
I think that was during a time when we were watching episodes together. So
I think it might have
I don't
been,
know
yeah.
I don't know if I gave you that, but it's just one big.
Yeah, you just Google it and you'll find it.
Yeah, it's not hard to find.
Ooh!
Let's
oh hell yeah, brother.
Go. When we come back, we will be discussing ECW Double Tables.
Let's fuck.
And we are back. We have finished ECW Double Tables.
Brother, ECW is like, it's just good watching. Like, watching this was such a fascinating thing for me because it was like, I didn't have, like, I had like match notes, but they weren't match notes like I take for like other promotions. It's just like, oh, here's something that was just fucking insane. Mm-hmm. Like, we're not going super hard in on the technical wrestling, and when we do, we're not talking about it. But
yeah,
like, but
best match of the show, or match of the show is the one you probably guessed it was gonna be, but we're
yeah. ECW though is like it's like easy watching. I don't know how else to describe it.
It kind of is, yeah. Like they're just constantly doing shit.
Yeah. And it's like, it feels like, you know, like the perfect, like, funny enough, Saturday morning, like, you know, throw on and just fucking vibe thing.
Saturday morning for adults. Saturday morning for adults is watching ECW.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you just kind of have it there. You're like, and you always look, and there's just always something fucking crazy going on. It's just, it's delightful. And for, you know, for being ECW, it's a pleasant experience, which is a funny thing to say about Extreme Championship Wrestling, but like, I'm just like, we're just vibing. This is great.
And like, it's so funny because like, as much as I rag on the Attitude Era, like I don't have the same hangups on ECW, and I think it's because like ECW is like 95% less gross.
Yes,
I say 95. They still do stuff. The stuff involving women in ECW is. Ugh.
Yeah,
but like, there is not a Val Venus in ECW. There's no beaver cleavage. Like, they're not. Like, they're trying to do stuff that appeals to like young adult wrestling fans, but not in the same way as like how Jerry Springer and appeals to Vince Russo sensibilities.
Yeah, well, it's not the focus in the way it was in the Attitude Era over at the Fed. So that's a big thing, is that like it's incidental and more like it's a product of its time rather than it fucking punching you in the face.
We are trying to be gross.
Yeah, and on top of that,
like I feel like the absolute worst instance of this for ECW is the Kimono Wanalea striptease thing. But that was like a one-time thing where like, okay, they had a bit where they like teased that she was going to do a striptease on the roof and she like takes her top off.
Yeah.
And that became like the thing. They fucking advertised for the VHS of that clip for the rest of time.
Yeah.
After that happened. But that is, again, like one thing. And also, you know, that was like a one-time thing they did in ECW purely for attention grabbing.
Yeah, like that is clearly like, we need a bit of extra cash. Hey. But even
guys, boobs.
Yeah, but even then, like, this does not remotely justify this, but like even then it has its own ECW spin of like, it's she does it on the roof. She doesn't do it like as a fucking in-ring segment. This bitch does it on the like, so it still like manages to have like the like ECW-ness of it almost wins out over it still, of like, instead of this being, you know, we're throwing this like as an in-ring segment that'll take up 20 fucking minutes, we're just gonna get some bitch on the roof to take her top off. Like, gross.
Yeah,
still, mind you. But like, but built off such a different foundation.
The most crass part of ECW is the audience.
Oh my god, 100%. But like, this is an audience that they're violence perverts more than they're sex perverts.
That's true as well.
Like that, and that's the main difference. The foundation laid is just different. The much greater focus on in-ring work that means we're not having gajillion hour-long promo segments that focus on this gross shit. They don't feel the need to like put forward gimmicks that are built around these sensibilities. Like that's the other big thing is the gimmicks of the wrestlers are not built around these things. Yeah. They are dudes who are engaging in this. Meanwhile, over in the interior, you have Val Venus, who the whole point of him is to be,
or the Godfather, whose whole thing,
or the Godfather, or any other fucking number of dudes.
Most of Goldust's gimmicks at the time.
Most of Goldust's gimmicks
being
at the time,
weird, psychosexual.
Yeah, and also like you don't have weird shit like, you know, oh god, that fucking Rock promo I'll never be able to get out of my head where he tells China that she's too ugly to rape.
Yeah,
like. The Rock, the Rock is more of the like a dude who engages in this rather than a character who's built around it. But still, that was like a whole fucking thing with the Rock. Is like who's he macking on this week or whatever. Mm-hmm. As far as I can tell, anyway. Like he you know, he had his whole pie gimmick. He had, you know.
Do you like the strudel? Do you like strudel? Would you like to see the people's strudel?
The people's strudel. Yeah, so like that was still baked into his character a little bit. It feels like that is not the case here.
Yeah, I feel like there's like one character that you might think will, if we will eventually do something with the Dudleys to the point where you could see Joel Gertner.
Oh,
his whole bit was doing like weird innuendos as part of his ring introduction.
Yeah, I'll probably find that fucking annoying.
You probably will. I think it's funny in the same way I think Val Venus is funny. You will probably find that's annoying.
God damn it.
But at least you don't have to see him wrestle. He's just the manager. He's the manager of the Dudleys.
That's true. We don't have to. We're not going to take it to a point if I choppy your pee-pee.
No, that never happened.
But yes. So just overall, like, man, this is just delightful. And like, even with some of the like blemishes that some of the ECW workers have left upon their own legacies, it's still just a good fucking time. So let's hop into this good time. I think I will say the mic quality we open with is still, oh man, this is early.
Hey,
this is
holy shit! They do not have good money coming in here.
Nope.
Joey Styles at ringside introduces to the show ECW. That's so funny is they do the ECW chants, but it's so that you can hear them saying W.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you can hear the W, not dub. It's
That's
ECW. ECW. ECW is what you can hear.
When did they figure out the ECW chants?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Joey Styles, let's start things off on the wrong foot. I am contractually obligated to bring him out here. It's Jason, the sexiest man on earth.
Yeah, a name that oozes sex appeal. Fucking Jason.
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a
yeah, unironically,
man.
Oh man, doing the restoration project is the best call ever. This shit rules.
I did write down everyone's theme song. I even tried to look up Shane's because Shane does this because I couldn't tell. Obviously, this is What a Man by TLC.
Yeah, baby. I don't know these songs, but they sound great.
They are. The music is so good. This ECW appeals to the same 90s rock sensibilities that I have.
Yeah.
So, like, I was marking out so hard for every theme on this show.
Hey, I was vibing with it. Even if I'm like sadly lacking in my like contemporary music knowledge, that's not, you know, musical theater. I was vibing to every track here.
No, ECW had fantastic taste in the music they stole.
Oh, 100. That's what really matters. Not the theft itself, but just, are you stealing the right?
I mean, it would be worse. What if they were stealing songs that were shit?
Yeah,
it would in fact be worse.
I would be fucking insulted.
Yeah. But yeah, out comes Jason.
Out comes Jason.
Joey's like, I assume you have something to talk about. You lobbied for this time. I assume you have something to say. And Jason says that looking here tonight at the ECW arena, even he has to admit the electricity is unbelievable. But it's also...
dude.
But
Dude was still getting those cheap pops going for the crowd.
But he was also calls it pathetic how Joey is savoring every moment with him, the sexiest man on earth.
Brother, fuck. He's like
Jason is such a beautiful delusional heel.
I know. It's it's the fact that he's like, it's disgusting how you're savoring the time with me. Like, what the fuck?
No, nothing for me. My favorite thing about Jason was when he was like serenading his title belt. But that was the greatest thing. That was unhinged in the best way possible.
So good. But fucking, I was watching this with Robbie, and Robbie pointed out two great things about Jason. Well, I watched like the first match with him, and the first thing he pointed out is like, man, Jason's got that like hardcore Dorito shaped physique. My man is a goddamn triangle.
He does have
the tiniest ass waist and the broadest fucking shoulder.
Yeah.
This man just whoop. Also, Robbie says he's mullet goals. And I have to agree. That man, bastard man that he is, he's got a glorious ass mop, all right? Yeah. That is like the archetype of the mullet. That is the prototype of the mullet. My man invented the fucking mullet. It's picturesque. It's Lego helmet hair mullet.
Yeah. Jason says, unfortunately, he is not here to talk about himself. Joey goes, somehow I don't believe that.
That was so good. And Joey's like, X.
I don't believe that, X. Jason said he wants to congratulate himself because very soon he will have the ECW Tag Team Champions, the Pitbulls, and immediately the Pitbulls come out.
Pitbulls, what song are they rocking?
Thunder Kiss 65 by White Zombie.
Nice. Yeah, they were going fucking hard. Austin's actually just found his new Guitar Hero playlist. Thank you.
That song is in Guitar Hero 1. It's the second song in the game.
Heyo.
Yeah. But Joey admits the Pitbulls are maybe one of the most awesome tag teams in wrestling. And he talks about how they are responsible for the demise of the Bad Breed. More on that later tonight.
Oh, shit.
As we talk about that. And Jason goes, no, Joey, they are beautiful. And I'm going to tell you another thing that's beautiful. I have a question for you all. How do you like my new suit? And
okay, no. The way he says this fucking line is, it's the most like, it's the delivery of all time. It is, how do you like my new suit?
The crowd boos him. I assume they chanted something. I wrote
they start chanting Kmart suit, I think.
Okay. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell what they said.
Suit.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
You jabroni ass shops at Kmart? What?
Yeah. Fuck you, man.
ECW fans are also big in the fashion world, actually.
Yeah. But then Jason goes, speaking of suits, I think it's only suiting. Like he really thought he was cooking with that.
Yeah,
that I announced to everyone here tonight by my newest effort of brilliancy as I bring new talent here to United States. And he brings out from the Wings promotion in Japan because it's this Jason. He really loves this guy because his name is Jason too. And the guy comes out. It's fucking Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th.
It's just Wings promotion in Japan, which I don't know if I've heard of Wings promotion before, but are they like big? Were they big? Are they dead now?
It is difficult to. It's like Wings. It's like hard to find them because like Wing. I'm gonna write wrestling. Try to figure them out. Wing Wrestling International New Generations.
New Generations.
Oh shit!
Hold up a second.
Oh fuck! They were.
Maybe that explains the gimmick.
They were defunct by now. They were from 1991 to 1994.
Oh my god, they were dead by 95.
They were dead by 95.
Rip
now there is
they
did try to build the Wing Alliance as a stable within FMW Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling. That's Onita's joint. It's all hardcore wrestling shit, to be clear. Both of them were deathmatch companies.
Nice. But like, if they're in a perpetual state of new generation, that would explain why they have rip-off Jason.
And the thing is that one of everyone's I was like, I knew that in Japan there had been a lot of that, like, guys ripping off horror movie monsters in Japanese wrestling. Like, I knew of that. I knew that people did that. I
mean, they love their fucking like gaijin, right? Like the
that's
big
a
monster
gaijin way. Is Gaijin Wing had crashed the Terminator. I can only imagine what that gimmick was. That was Leatherface. Just called him Leatherface.
I mean, to be fair, they just called this dude Jason.
Yeah, they called a guy Freddy Krueger, just straight up. Just, like, it's Freddy Krueger.
Brother, they fucking saw how ECW was stealing music, and they're like, that's cute. We'll just steal entire movies.
We just do the fucking gimmick. It's easy.
Jesus H. Christ.
There was even a Leatherface too. There was a second guy that played a second Leatherface.
There are Leatherface too. There are two of them now. Get over it.
I can't tell if Jason the Terrible is this Jason, but I would assume so, I guess.
Probably. I can't think of anything else that would be.
They had a wrestler called the Crypt Keeper. Okay.
It's just a puppet.
It's just a puppet guy.
Yeah, it's OG Yoshihiko.
Yep, the Crypt Keeper.
The Crypt Keeper. Man, it's a shame they died in 94. They missed out on so many more fucking iconic horror movies to rip off. Imagine if they had a Saw wrestler.
Oh my god. Dude, they could have gotten into Joshi wrestling, and there could have been a Sadako.
Oh shit.
Popping out of TVs and shit would have been tight.
That would have been incredible.
But yeah, this dude is just fucking Jason from Friday the 13th. Looks exact. It's perfect cosplay. It's a cosplay. I mean, he's got the mask and a hockey mask and everything.
The hockey mask is not like the right kind of hockey mask. There's something about it that's kind of off. Like the eye holes are too big. All the holes are a little too big. But yeah, dude is just Jason Voorhees. He's in wrestling now.
What? I was like, what?
And then in the middle of this, we just cut to some random fucking video package about the Pitbulls.
They do a recap of the Pitbulls and how they fought the Bad Breed in a tag match, and because the Bad Breed lost, they were like forced to disband as a tag team.
Oh shit.
And now they're fighting each other later. That's the Axel Rotten Ian Rotten match.
Oh,
later. But yeah, whatever. I don't care about the Bad Breed very much, honestly.
Oh yeah,
we'll get to them. So the first match of the show is the Pitbulls and Jason Voorhees versus the Young Dragons and Hack Myers. We saw Hack Myers a little bit in the 94 arc.
Yeah, I remember his name.
Dude has apparently gotten massively over from saying Shaw when he punches people.
That's it.
Shaw. Big
brother.
Props. He's easy over.
The ECW crowd.
The Young Dragons are barely there, and that is actually a story of the match. That they're there, actually. I wasn't.
Is that like Hackmeyer's just gonna get bullied the entire time?
I don't know. Obviously, I don't know shit about this. We just watch this cold.
They just sure some big beefy boys.
They're just two people from Japan, presumably. They got like karate gis on, and they got a mask.
Yeah,
one of them gets unmasked mid-match.
Yeah, one of them's got like crazy hair. Like they're just here to like Japan. They are here from Japan.
But like besides sometimes Hack Myers going Shaw, The Pitbulls and Jason just whooped the shit out of this team.
Yeah, like, for all the purposes, this was a fucking squash.
Yeah. I noted you got Sign Guy, ECW Sign Guy.
Sign Guy.
He had some good signs, better signs in the front half of the show. I marked down the ones I liked. Hackamania rules for this show. When is Hack Myers going to record an album about a Make-A-Wish kid that died before he could see him wrestle at Wembley?
When is
the Hackster in heaven?
Hackster in heaven. No, seriously, I don't know why they didn't like strap this guy to the fucking rocket and just send him out as their own Hulk Hogan. Hulk, basically the same name.
That would have been so funny to put this dude in the Blue World Order as OG Hulk Hogan. You already have the. I forget which one is I think Nova was the one making fun of Hogan. I was like, I'm trying to remember who made fun of who there. Yeah, Nova makes fun of Hulk. It's like Hollywood Nova. Big Stevie Richards is Kevin Nash, and then the blue guy, the blue meanie, is Scott Hall. But yeah, put fucking Hack Myers as regular Hulk Hogan in the Blue World Order.
Oh my god, fuck. Well, I am waiting for Hack Myers to have his cameo on the 700 Club. Actually.
Oh my god.
Talk about how we should all live chaste lives like Princess Angel.
He left who's an ECW wrestler that died? Terry Funk left him a voicemail 3 days after he died.
No. But yeah, well, I guess if Hack Myers, we can't fully let Hack Myers be Hulk Hogan because he clearly does not have the power to say that doesn't work for me, brother, because dude just gets dicked on all
They beat the shit. The Pitbulls beat the shit. I did keep track of who was Pitbull number 1 and Pitbull number 2. It is easy because Pitbull number 1 is the one with hair. Pitbull 2 is baldy. And that's their names, by the way. It's not as if I'm being glib. That their names are literally Pitbull number 1 and Pitbull number 2.
Wait, I didn't fully realize that. That's hysterical.
Yes, their names are Pitbull number 1 and Pitbull number 2.
You don't have identities. You're fucking dogs.
No.
That's incredible. But yeah,
so Jason tags in is when it's all kind of goes to hell because Jason is the big monster, unstoppable.
Yeah,
he's like getting these massive headbutts. Hack Myers gets busted open. Joey Styles complains that the Young Dragons are not doing shit.
Yeah,
he's like they could have just bought front row seats.
Which is funny because like, man, ECW is lawless country out here. They could just fucking interfere if they wanted, but they're like, nah.
No, that's how the finish is the Pitbulls running the match, grab Hack Myers and hold him still for Jason to headbutt him to death.
But like, this was also crazy of like, Jason jumps and like the Pitbulls like lift him higher and he
they do like a flapjack flip.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, and then they win that way. And okay, this was funny. After the match, the Pitbulls and Jason are interviewed with Sexy Man Jason. And Sexy Jason goes, "How right you are to call this man a monster, because that's what he is. But you people did not pay enough to see any more of this man tonight." And so he sends Voorhees Jason away. And while all this is happening, in the background, in the ring, you can see Hack Myers beating the dog shit out of the Young Dragons.
Bro, it's just, I wasn't sure because I kind of caught like that Hack Myers was like going around like doing something in the background and it looked like a post-match beatdown, but I was confused. I'm like, who the fuck would he be beating down on? So I didn't like really like keep paying attention to it. Dude's like, get your ass over here. What the fuck was that? Spanking them.
That was hysterical to me. Like you're trying to do this interview with the Pitbulls, and in the background, Hack Myers is beating up his own tag partners for being useless.
So I feel like so many, dying tag team rivalries would just be resolved if one of them just like, just like fucking physically abuse the others, like after they failed to do shit in matches. You so much,
yeah.
so
So
much
people start trying to just talk up themselves, but then after Hack Myers is done beating up the Young Dragons, he grabs a chair and just whoops the shit out of the Pit Bulls as well.
We will see. ECW is nothing if not consistent.
Yeah.
And one of their most consistent things is we can't just end a match. There has to be a fucking someone salty about losing and just starts beating up everybody else. Every time. Every fucking time. Without fail.
Yeah, so he chases after Jason, and Jason runs back is like, he runs him back in the ring. Hack Myers knocks his ass out, and he hits a.
No. Okay, I have to point this out though. So they're in the ring. Jason manages to get a hit in on Hack Myers. Hack Myers takes a fucking bump, and then Jason's like, yeah, and then Hack Myers gets up behind him and is just gets right back up to murderize him. Incredible.
Hack Myers hits this weird top rope move. I don't even know what he was. I called it a top rope code breaker in my notes because it's the closest thing I can think of to what this is. But he has Jason bent over in the corner while he's up on the top rope. And then he jumps off the top rope and then slams Jason's face into his knees. I was like, what are you doing?
Bro,
and then
freaks.
We were talking about bad portrayals of women.
Hey, literally, I typed in, oh, fuck me, I forgot about Angel, god damn it.
In runs the Virgin Princess Angel. Now, if you weren't following our ECW arc, and you probably haven't heard of Angel, she wasn't that memorable of a character within ECW history, right?
Somehow.
But her gimmick is that she calls herself the Virgin Princess, but she is rumored to be a massive slut in the Philadelphia area. That's the joke, is that she calls herself a virgin, and apparently everybody knows someone who's had sex with Angel.
Her gimmick is just that she lies, and everyone's like, but you've had sex though. Defeated you in the marketplace of ideas.
Anyway, she's in a wedding dress for some reason.
In combat boots, which great, Joey unironically, great look.
It is Joey Styles is mad about it, but he's wrong.
He's incorrect. Yeah, Joey Styles is always incorrect about his outrage over Angel. Get the fuck over it.
Yeah, so Angel slaps the shit out of Hack Myers. I assume she's been chasing this guy for a while now.
Probably
as a context clue.
And it's really funny to see something like this, off the heels of the Street Lady in our NWA arc. Mm-hmm. I was getting flashes. Except that this being ECW, this one gets a little more violent in terms of romantic tension.
Yeah. So she's shoving him in the chest or yelling at him or whatever. Hack Myers just punches her in the face and takes her ass out. As Joey Styles puts it, if chivalry is dead, it has just been buried here in Philadelphia.
Oh my god. I will say, Joey Styles, Joey Styles on commentary, man, he has some fun fucking lines. I'll say more about it later. He also at one point just yells, "That's a princess!" So he's not only doubting her virginity, he's also doubting her claims to royalty. I suppose.
Next, you're gonna say her name's not Angel.
Well, that's fucking impossible. No one ever lies about their name. Shut the hell up. Stop slandering this wonderful.
I guess that's true. But then this is where it gets fucking weird. So Hack Myers takes Angel over his knee.
Yeah.
And spanks her.
Yeah, I was like, she slapped him, and then he slapped her back, and I was like, intergender violence, base, and then he bent her over his knee, and I was like, the fucking monkey paw.
You said that too soon. But then, as it turns out, plot twist, She likes it.
Oh God, she's into it.
She's into it. She likes it. She really likes it.
Oh
Joey Styles
no!
is yelling on commentary, and this leads to her to start macking on Hack Myers. And like, dude does not seem like he enjoys it, but then he keeps letting it happen.
It's a win-win, really. She enjoys it, he enjoys it.
But then he hits her with a pile driver. It's like, all right.
And Angel's like, stop, I can only get so aroused.
Boom. And it's like, what the fuck was happening here?
That was, yeah, fucking... that was insane. So, like, that was a goddamn roller coaster. Because I was like, oh, fuck, it's Angel. Oh, shit, they're fighting. That's cool. Oh, god damn it. Why is he spanking her? Wait, she's into it? That's hilarious. What? And then he fucking pile drives her. And I'm like, well, I guess that's over.
All right. Then we cut to our next match.
Bro, we cut to, and these fucking TV static transitions. This is an effect. I've seen this in like YouTube videos. This exact TV static.
Yeah.
This is like out of a stock library.
Goated. Paul Heyman wins again.
Paul Heyman's idea of production value is a fascinating thing to study.
Yeah, so we cut to it. Stevie Richards, and he comes out. He comes out to Come Out and Play by The Offspring. Also, though, Stevie Richards is with Raven.
He is with totally not ripping off the Undertaker Raven.
I don't see the comparison besides him being an edgelord.
I see. Well, it's more for me the look of like the hair down in front of the face. Like it's not a huge thing, but like big, scary, lumbering edgelord with the hair down in front of his face, who is here from the Fed. I wouldn't be surprised if this was them trying to like take shots or whatever.
They'll take shots at Undertaker later, okay? Then you'll get your shots at Undertaker. But then, yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know how much they would commit to that bit, so fair enough.
No, I mean, like in the one of the later matches, they have a whole Joey Styles talks shit.
I didn't catch that. Oh, shit.
I'll bring it up when we get there.
Please do.
But, yeah, Raven is building his flock. That is... a consistent gimmick that Raven has had across his entire career is the concept of the flock and him being like a cult leader brainwashing people.
Yes, and that was like the thing here is like we have Stevie Richards, who does not seem like the cult type.
But he has been brainwashed into hating Tommy Dreamer by Raven.
I want to know what Raven's brainwashing technique looks like. Like, is it actual brainwashing, or does he just have to sit down and have a frank conversation about, like, now, what do you really think about this Tommy Dreamer guy?
I don't know. They smoke weed and go listen to Pearl Jam. That's
I was gonna say he's a very effective rhetorician, but that works too.
Yeah, I mean he is. If we'll inevitably watch a Raven promo at some point.
Like is he legit like good on mic?
Yeah, he is. He does a lot of edgelordy He does a lot of stuff that reads like something was like some being ripped off of someone's live journal. So like people are very polarized by that, by the character. But I think most people agree he is good at talking.
Yes.
It's just the substance of what we're talking about here. It's like some people the people that love it really love it, and the people that hate it think it is absolutely the stupidest shit ever. I'm 14 and this is deep shit ever.
It's the people who are not embarrassed by the shit they've written on LiveJournal versus the people who very much are.
Yeah.
Oh god, the secondhand cringe.
Then Tommy Dreamer comes out to the shittiest rip of Even Flow by Pearl Jam I've ever heard.
Yeah, what the shit?
It was the audio dubbing is so good throughout most of the show, except the entrance of Pearl Jam.
Which like is the how
was
do you
it
get
not dubbed?
Did
Did the original version not need dubbed, so you just left it there?
Maybe. Because, like, okay, does the Restoration Project... Because the Restoration Project isn't taken from the network, are they?
I don't... Not unless that's the only version they can get their hands on, I think. I think they're...
Okay.
Like, I think they're trying to... I think they're mostly using, like, as many rips and,
yeah,
like...
that's fair.
Got to keep it authentic.
So it's more just, like, an audio quality thing of why they're, like, redubbing.
Yeah, you know, of redubbing.
Maybe he just forgot. Maybe dude just forgot for this one.
I don't know. It's fucking weird. I don't know. All I know is it's even flow by Pearl Jam, but it's an absolutely terrible version that's barely audible.
Also, man, all right. As a follow-up to our ECW arc that we did in 90 from 94, man, Tommy Dreamer really is like all fucking grown up. He is so massively over. The protagonist of ECW is here. Dude is like, people are just going fucking ballistic for Tommy.
Oh yeah. Sign Guy has 2 signs on this match that I really liked. The first is WWF kills brain cells. Ask
Raven. I did catch that one.
Yeah. And then as Tommy is getting in the ring, Joey goes on this extremely long-winded rant about fans traveling to see ECW even through bad weather. And he makes a remark. If you want to see some real wrestling, you have to get the hell out of Stamford. Then also early on, Sign Guy also had a sign that says, Richards, always a loser, never more.
Oh my god! I missed that. That's so fucking good.
Dude, we got Edgar Allan Poe references out here.
That's my kind of guy right there. Okay, so is Sign Guy like, is he one guy? Like,
it's one guy who has from, like, the same guy. It's the same fucking guy. Always.
Man.
This dude was just an ECW hardcore mark.
Jesus Christ. Fucking Sign Guy walked so Green Shirt Guy could run. And actually, I think Sign Guy's is cooler than Green Shirt Guy because he brings content, brother.
Yeah.
But yes. So Joey Styles is here. Not Joey Styles. Tommy Dreamer is here. He's back from Japan, which they like?
I guess he was doing a tour in Japan or something.
Is ECW like really doing shit with Japan? Because like they had Jason from earlier, and they had something else they were talking about.
Yeah,
too.
They foster relationships with these like Japanese and Mexican companies so they can bring these guys in ECW and pay them better than the homegrown guys. That's how the Paul Heyman thing is like, the more loyal you are to ECW, the less likely you're going to get paid. Like, I'll put that like that, is that Tommy Dreamer didn't get paid. Tully Blanchard absolutely got paid, if you catch me.
Jesus Christ.
That's how that goes.
That's fucking crazy. That does add context to like what we were talking about with Dusty Rhodes coming to
I'm
Paul Heyman.
I'm sure Dusty would not have put up with Paul Heyman not paying him.
I'll get you next time, Dusty. Daddy, you're gonna get me this time, Daddy.
Yeah. Heyman only get that. I'll get you on the next time to the people he could get away with that with. The people who had little job prospects elsewhere or was otherwise just really loyal to ECW and would have put up with his bullshit.
Oh, my God.
Foreigners got paid because they'll just leave.
They'll just fuck off to Japan, actually. Yeah. So fucking the 2 guys from earlier got paid to do jack shit in a match. That's hysterical. While fucking Hack Myers probably didn't.
Yeah,
did all the work.
Yeah, probably.
Incredible. Oh, Paul Heyman never changed.
And he really never does.
No, he never did, sir.
He just stopped being in charge of personnel.
Yeah, we can hand Paul Heyman the book. Just please, God, do not hand him the checkbook. We will all be fucked. But yes, so Tommy Dreamer is back from Japan. He's looking extra sexy because I guess he slimmed down while he was touring Japan or something.
He looked it a little bit.
Yeah, he really did. The physique was like physiquing, and Stevie Richards off the bat, greatly brainwashed to despise everything Tommy Dreamer stands for, goes immediately for the dishonor move and steals Tommy Dreamer's shirt.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They do some basic proper graps early on, but then they quickly go to the outside. They're fighting with chairs. I love how in ECW, all chairs are chairs you get from the audience. That's where you get chairs. And it's not and it's also not a situation where they ask for chairs. Audience members regularly throughout the show will hold up and offer their own seats as well.
And as well as plenty of other potential weapons as well.
Yeah, there's like 4 different frying pans on this fucking show.
Bro, the EC Dub crowd is all in on the motherfucking frying pan. We'll get to later. I think someone bought a frying pan specifically to bring the EC.
I cannot imagine.
Also what cracks me up though is like, so Tommy Dreamer's like beating up Stevie Richards with a chair, and then like he needs to go do another spot for like on Stevie Richards that doesn't involve the chair. So maybe I didn't see this correctly, but as far as I saw, he fucking handed his chair to just one of the audience members to hold on to until he needed it again.
Yeah, I think I saw that too.
That was hysterical.
Yeah, Stevie does also do a bit where
brother. Go ahead.
I was saying Stevie does do a bit where he rips off Tommy's shirt and then like puts it on and he mocks him. This gets "you still suck" chants.
Yep. He goes for the disrespect, and the crowd says, "Actually, fuck you." But like, what really cracks me up is, and I love too that Tommy then gets his shirt back. Like, he doesn't stay shirtless for the match. He's like, "No, give me my,"
and he puts it back on.
Yeah. He's got a brand to uphold. God damn it! I also love though that the ref like checks Tommy for weapon. Why is the ref checking Tommy Dreamer?
What does it even matter?
ECW.
Yeah, sometimes I don't know why the refs act the way they do in ECW. Like, why are you checking Tommy for weapons?
The refs are there for exactly 2 things. 1, to make sure people don't like die, and to count pins. And that's fucking it. They're not there to enforce any rules whatsoever goddamn ever.
No. Tommy starts like showing off his fancy new moves from Japan.
Oh, good God.
Like this, he like is put in. He has like Stevie Richards in an armbar and then clotheslines the shit out of him out of the armbar, and he has like a running neck breaker. Cool shit.
He does look really good here. Yeah.
Yeah. They also do a bit where instead of tossing someone a chair, the fans hold up the chairs and then Tommy throws Stevie into them.
That's incredible. I fucking missed that, but that's amazing. That's like legitimately like no wonder the fans were so rabid, because like the wrestlers absolutely just like made them part of the fucking
They
show.
Absolutely encouraged that kind of behavior.
Yeah. Well, and like you're helping Tommy Dreamer do a spot. Like that's fucking insane. We kind of don't get that at all these days.
You got to be at like a real indie level.
Like of all indies, yeah.
Like I've seen it twice at shows I've been to. I went to the GCW show I went to in Columbus. There were Alex Shelley got really into it with someone in the front row. Like this little old lady was like telling him like, hit him again. And he would do that. And multiple times throughout the match, he would like go to about to hit him. And he looked to that lady and be like, do you want me to do it? And then he did it.
So cool.
Yeah. And then at an unsanctioned pro show, they did the same bit here with the chairs, except with someone's foot. Like someone stuck their foot out to like have the wrestler get thrown into it.
The Triple H spot or the Taker spot or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You just put the boot up and just wham.
You just put the boot up and wham. But yeah, I did that with an audience member.
That's incredible. That fucking rules. Joey Styles, as Tommy Dreamer is handed a frying pan, Joey Styles wonders aloud what Tommy Dreamer got handed by fans in Japan.
Okay, and then this was hysterical. So he hits Richards in the face with it, obviously.
It's naturally.
Then he rolls Stevie Richards in the ring. and he's got the frying pan. He pulls Richard's legs open and whams down on him. And in the words of Joey Styles, who says he has to avoid the censors, he scrambled a couple of eggs with the frying pan.
Except like you can clearly see he
hit him with the inner thigh.
It's on the inner thigh. Very clearly inner thigh hit. And the way Stevie Richards sells this.
We are working this spot, but it's still hilarious to me.
Bro, no, but like Stevie Richards, he gets hit, he jumps up, and then he just fucking flips to sell the spot.
Hey man, it would be very painful to get hit in the balls with a frying pan.
Hey, yeah, no. As whenever I get in the ball, hit in the balls with a frying pan, my natural instinct is to do a fucking front flip and take a bump for it.
This is when they bring up Stevie getting programmed, and Joey Styles is like, "Why is Raven such a hater?" Essentially, which is a good question because Raven is also going to be like an absolute hater, forever enemy of Tommy Dreamer for the rest of their careers. Actually,
let's see. Let me think. His name is Tommy Dreamer, and Raven's like, I don't know, the nightmare guy. Maybe this is the great clash of Dave versus I don't know.
This is like they're gonna be a forever feud in ECW
and truest forever feud.
Famously, Tommy Dreamer never beats Raven.
Really?
Becomes a story beat in and of itself. That Tommy Dreamer can't beat Raven. In fact, the only time it ever happened was like Tommy Dreamer was about to leave ECW. No, I'm sorry. Raven was for the second time after the WCW run flopped. Like they run, or maybe it was that first run to ECW. I don't know. I know that Raven was on his way out of the company and they booked Dreamer to finally beat Raven as like a goodbye thing. Mm-hmm. And even today, people are like, nah, shouldn't have done that. Should have kept it. Should have kept Raven unbeaten.
That's
Dreamer.
That's crazy. I would not have thought that they would keep Dreamer from like conquering Raven. That's insane.
Yeah, that's like the big bit is that Tommy Dreamer could never defeat Raven.
Yes. Raven, the ultimate hater, the ultimate cult leader. He sees that Stevie Richards isn't looking too hot in this match, so he steps in to interfere in full view of the ref, who just like
nothing happens.
Impotently pushes him.
He's like, "Hey,"
and Raven listens.
He's like, "All right, I hear you." Okay. Joey Styles shouts out "Sign Guy" on commentary.
He does. Yay! Acknowledge "Sign Guy."
But then here, the end of the match here is Raven jumps back in the ring. He grabs Dreamer, and then Stevie Richards hits a super kick on Dreamer, and then Raven leaves. And then Stevie Richards gets Dreamer back up to try to hit him with another super kick. Dreamer ducks, punches Stevie in the balls, and then rolls him up for the win.
Tommy Dreamer, he may have picked up a lot of fancy shit in Japan, but that balls-based offense is tried and true, brother.
That's ECW for you.
That's ECW. Yeah, and Joey Styles calls this innovative wrestling. Okay.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. Raven gets mad at this.
Where else are you going to see frying pan low blows? This is innovative wrestling.
Obvious. Yeah, I guess for the 90s, people hadn't seen shit like this before. You know, in the degenerate days of 2024, you can see frying pan crotch shots all over the goddamn place.
We need to bring that back as a regular wrestling weapon. ECW was cooking with frying pans as a weapon.
It's really good shit. Like, you know, you could probably gimmick one so it's made of like slightly less awful to get hit by material.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
but then Raven gets in the ring, and this is funny, is he's going to go to Dreamer, and the referee hooks one of Raven's arms, and Stevie Richards hooks the other arm to hold Raven back.
Yeah, Stevie Richards, for all of his brainwashing, sure seems hesitant to let his cult leader finish the job? ?
Yeah, I don't know about that. But Raven leaves and there are extremely loud pussy chants.
Yeah, and fucking and Joey Styles says Raven takes the easy way out.
What?
Do you want him to murder Tommy Dreamer?
Doesn't matter. He's a fucking pussy. That's the important part.
Yeah, and Joey Styles notes that there may be something there that wasn't there before between Raven and Dreamer.
Hey, now hold on. This isn't Beauty and the Beast. I'll back up.
Yeah, no, it's not Beauty and the Beast. It's Raven and the Dream.
Stop.
Yes. There may be something there that wasn't there before. Forever feud, baby. It's coming.
Tales old as time. Raven.
Tales, literally, with a forever feud like that, fucking literally.
Then Tommy Dreamer gets a microphone, and he's like, hey, Raven, why don't you go back to the WWF and give him a message from everyone here in the ECW. They can kiss our ass.
Man, it's so funny how much they love shitting on WWF for how hard Heyman sells out to WWF.
Yeah.
Like, far worse than Bischoff. Bischoff went kicking and screaming into that shit.
ECW said, I'll take that money.
Heyman's like, pleasure doing business with you, actually.
Paul Heyman was so excited to jump off the ship in 2001. He was
thank God.
Gone.
Bro, but also like Tommy Dreamer, before he like got on mic, he was doing like Hulk Hogan hot dog and he was doing the ear thing. What the shit?
Hey. Joey Styles does shit on Todd Pettengill as an announcer. Base correct. Thank you, Joey Styles.
I did. Yeah, he just fucking name drops Pettengill. That was insane.
Like sometimes, like usually they're a lot more subtle than that about when they're talking about individual people. But this time it's like, no, Todd Pettengill, fuck you in particular.
Joey Styles is you're not going anywhere in this business, Pettengill.
And he really doesn't. I mean, I guess he is at the pinnacle now, but then like new generation's over and Todd Pettengill's out of here and we'll never see his ass again.
Yes. So, oh man. Good fucking riddance. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we this is like the least post-match beatdown we get, but even then, like, they make the attempt. They just can't help themselves.
Yeah. Third match of the show, it is Paul Loria versus Mikey Whipwreck.
Yes! So they didn't say the names of every match, like, on this card. We didn't catch the name of every match on this card in the front half, because the first match wasn't listed. And then, fucking Mikey is here! I was so sad in the front half. I was like, oh, I want some Whipwreck. Ladies and gentlemen, and those that lie betwixt, we got fucking Whipwreck!
Yeah, first, what a man, what a man, what a man,
yeah,
what a
and
mighty
also,
man.
Oh, yeah, Jason's back.
So this is the best ironic thing I've ever seen in wrestling, I think. This is the giant Paul Loria.
Yeah,
I want you to understand that Paul Loria is like 5'5" at most. He is shorter than Jason. He is shorter than Whipwreck.
He's a giant in spirit.
And then, of course, Mikey Whipwreck comes out to Loser by Beck. But
yeah, okay, I talked about the glow up with Dreamer. Double so for Whipwreck. Whipwreck is like just as over as Dreamer, if not more so.
He wrestles normally now, and he is super over.
Yeah, he's super over, and he's like good.
Yeah,
like,
he is good.
Good in ring.
Yeah.
So the story going into this, I guess, is he and Paul Loria are former best friends, which, first of all, PTSD, RIP Chuck Taylor's career. And then, like, second of all, like, where does, like, Paul Loria fit into the Whipwreck lore? Like, Whipwreck doing his whole, like, beleaguered jobber that just accidentally keeps winning thing. Where does Paul Loria, like, come into that?
Wasn't he canonically still in high school when he started? Where does Paul Loria fit into that?
Yeah, like, where did he come into the picture and why?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
The match, I don't have much to say about this match.
I actually got some match notes on this one. Not a whole lot, but like some cool spots.
You go ahead on then.
Yeah, just some cool fucking highlight spots. We get a great bit where like partway through the match, they go to the outside. Mikey Whipwreck throws Paul Loria like over the barricade, and the crowd fucking throws him back.
Oh yeah, that was cool. Yeah,
that was insane. Joey Styles in response to this says that these two exemplify the new generation of wrestling.
Hey, now hold on a minute.
Hold on there, brother.
Get that shit out of here.
That would be the least subtle dig if it was not for him fucking just saying "fuck you, Todd Pettengill." Jason like as the match goes on, like we're getting a pretty good back and forth. Mikey Whipwreck's like pretty dominant throughout most of this, but like Paul Loria gets some cool spots and he gets some spots that he gets some near falls on Mikey, to no avail. Jason is seeing that his boy is not doing terribly well, gets up on the apron to, try to do something to interfere. And then Mikey Whipwreck he sees this, he picks up Jason and like slams him down like on the other side of the ropes, like right in front of Jason, and Jason gets knocked the fuck off.
Yeah, it's an atomic drop to Paul that causes Paul to hop and bump into Jason.
That was great. And then this shit was like even more fucking nuts. Tommy Whipwreck goes to the apron and then like leaps over the ropes from the apron, looking like he's about to crossbody Paul Loria, but instead he fucking like head scissors. He goes into a head scissors on Paul Loria and sends to the outside. That was when I was like, oh shit, Mikey Whipwreck has gotten like really good in ring.
He's learning.
Unironically, I'm all in on Mikey Whipwreck, brother. This is easily my favorite ECW gimmick by a country fucking mile. Holy shit. But then of course Mikey can't sustain his good fortune forever. He tries to dive to the outside to capitalize
eat shit onto the concrete floor.
Yeah, Joey Styles is like, yeah, just as a reminder for all you violence perverts out there, we don't got mats on this floor. It's all concrete, baby. Which, that's cool, but also, Jesus fucking Christ, that's awful.
Yeah, that's painful as hell.
Yeah.
Joey Styles just straight up says, I hate him about Jason on commentary.
I know, this is like some like Tony Schiavone hate boner for Adam Cole tier shit. Like we're going in on like the Joey Styles just decides Jason is just the worst person on the fucking planet.
Yeah. Should we go to the finish or do you got more notes?
No, well, I have a few more. So, Mikey Whipwreck hits a crazy fucking like top rope bulldog onto Paul Loria. He looks like he's gonna get the pin. Jason pulls him outside of the ring, and then cue the Benny Hill music. It's Jason gets beat up part 2 after getting dicked on by Hack Myers earlier.
Jason is truly a phenomenal mid-card heel manager.
Oh, 100%. He there's this great bit where like Mikey's like stalking him on the outside of the ring a little bit, and Jason like tries to like kick a chair in front of Tommy, and it just pushes it, like nudges it forward a little bit, and Mikey looks at it and he goes, the fuck?
He kicks it right back out of the way.
Yeah. He's like, the shit was that gonna do? But yeah, so Jason gets hit by Mikey. Yada da 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 da.
Mikey wins with a gorgeous backslide pin for the win.
After getting out of like an attempted pin by Paul, like doing a back bridge, Mikey like lifts his way out of it and fucking goes into the really good backslide for pin roll up for the win. That was cool as hell. I would love to like watch more of like the intervening time between our like first ECW arc and this to see like the evolution of Mikey Whipwreck in ring. It seems like so fast. I want to see like what his story is to get to this point.
Yeah. Then our next match is the Battle of the Brothers. Axel Rotten and Ian Rotten. Axel Rotten comes out to "You got to fight for your right to party." by the Beastie Boys.
Nice.
I didn't care about this match, and
Me neither.
that's still true. I mean, it is the most bloody ass match on the show. They were really trying to make hardcore roar, but I don't give a fuck about the Rottens. All I know about the Rottens is that Ian Rotten is like the 21st century shit ass carny promoter of all time.
Oh, really?
He runs IW. He's the booker and promoter for IWA Mid-South. And like, he's just a famously piece of shit promoter.
Oh, shit.
Who dicks over the wrestlers and stuff.
Oh, shit. How the fuck is he still running that shit then?
Because shitball indies, who fucking cares?
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a shitball indie that does deathmatch wrestling. It's gonna have an audience. It's gonna keep going.
Yeah, fair.
That's all I know about it. Anyway, Ian's in white and Axel is in black, which is very helpful because Ian bleeds so hard in this match.
I know. Ian just gets murdered this whole match.
He does. Axel beats his ass with a stop sign and chair shots. They fight him in the bleachers.
I feel like if we were bought in, if we were following this story,
this would be
very cathartic.
Shit. But yeah, I'm not bought into the Rottens or the bad breed story, so it's just like whatever.
Yeah.
This match feels like what people who don't like ECW think all ECW matches are.
Yeah, seriously.
Only spot that like really got my attention was when Axel Rotten got a hammer and he started grinding the hammer into Ian's arm. Not his head, his arm. Which, like, I don't know how that works. The other side of a hammers have blunt ends.
Yes.
I don't know how that happened.
I don't fucking know, man.
But by God, he was stabbing him with a hammer.
ECW finds a way to draw as much blood as possible.
But then after all this bullshit, Ian begs his brother to show him mercy. Axel says, "Fuck you, I'm not going to do that." Axel beats Ian into a corner. Ian does some kind of a counter, gets a roll-up pin, gets his feet on the ropes, and just wins.
After getting murdered this entire match, that was fucking insane. What?
It was. I was like, what?
So I assume this is somehow this very cathartic death match is far from over for their feud.
Yeah. Axel fights Ian up the ramp. And that's
Axel takes this well. Insert post-match chair shot here.
Yeah. Then match 5 of the show, Chris Benoit versus Al Snow.
Oh God, oh Jesus, oh no match.
My first note on Al Snow is the Snowman. Is his gimmick that he likes cocaine? Is Al Snow in love with the cocoa?
Well, honestly, if you think about it, that could create some character continuity. If my man's snorting coke on the reg, that probably explains why he got so fucked in the head that he's able to hear a mannequin head talking to him.
Yeah, I wrote, I am contractually obligated to not take notes on this match.
Yeah, true. Al Snow, I took aesthetic notes. Al Snow looks like baby, and Chris Benoit in his 20s still looks like he's fucking 40.
Yeah, I hate to be so glib, but this match is actually really good overall.
I know! God damn it!
Al Snow is a better in-ring worker here than I have ever seen him.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's a really good match or a really bad one according to Al Snow's philosophy on what a good match is, if you think about it. Because this match was not a draw, so therefore it was not a good match.
Al Snow willing to like shit on his own career. Just to have like shit like fed tier takes. Like, okay.
Yeah, if the Benoit of it all doesn't bother you, and you were like, I want to watch one match off of this show, this would be it.
This is the one.
Yeah. I laughed that Benoit got jeered for being a Canadian. Not very many people, but there was a couple dudes who was very loudly calling him like a Canadian scum.
Well, to be fair, he leans into the cheap heat. He like yells. Maybe to these motherfuckers that were shitting on him for being Canadian. He yells at the crowd asking if Al Snow is the best the U.S. has to offer, which the answer is no, but at least the only thing Al Snow has ever killed is the legitimacy of OVW. So, like, we're weighing scales here. But
Benoit wins with. Oh, if you got some, I'll just go.
The only like real thing I noted from the match was like Benoit's like chops in this match sound fucking nasty. I've never heard.
They were loud as hell.
Now, granted, that's probably due to like partially the like mic quality makes them sound like really fucked up, but of course, on top of all this, Joey Styles can't help but be like, in case you're wondering, we don't mic the ring at ECW Arena. Like,
which I mean, it doesn't sound like they do.
But like, keep taking those shots, Joey. Yeah. Just my man cannot stop himself. But yeah, I watched this match on 1.5 speed, which is both a great way to get the gist of a match wrestled by a double murderer and guaranteed to get a laugh out of how it looks like fucking Looney Tunes. Because as you said when we talked about this, Benoit already wrestles fucking fast. So putting it on 1.5 is like actual Benny Hill shit.
Yeah. Benoit wins with a bridging German suplex, and then after the match, he hits Al Snow with a power bomb.
Of course.
And the paramedics, who they named Damage Control. Check on Benoit and Al Snow, and they search him off because they're really leaning in that Benoit is the Crippler. Which is like,
why?
It's uncomfy enough knowing what Benoit would do. I think it's extra uncomfy knowing that he gets this gimmick because he did legitimately botch and break Sabu's neck.
Yep.
Like, that's why they call him the Crippler.
Yeah, I fucking remember this shit from our arc, from our ECW arc.
And now his gimmick is leaning in to the fact that he wants to cripple people.
Violence perverts, violence perverts.
They do chant for another one after he hits Al Snow with the power bomb.
Actually, it's dope as hell that you almost like paralyzed Sabu. Please do that more.
Yeah, do it some more.
Oh my god, these fuckers.
It's time for the big 3 matches that got advertised.
Yes.
So first up, it is Shane Douglas versus Tully Blanchard for the ECW title. Shane Douglas, this is the one song on this show I couldn't identify already. Mm-hmm. Online, I kind of had to guess. It seems like it's Perfect Strangers by Deep Purple, but also maybe I'm wrong.
I feel like that's what you listed you might have listed that as his theme when we did our ECW arc. I could be wrong, but that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I don't know. It's this one. That's the one I'm most unsure about of like what their theme actually is.
Fair enough.
And then Tully Blanchard comes out to no music. David mentioned that he watched Al Snow and Benoit at 1.5. I wish I watched this match at 1.5. This was so goddamn boring.
Yeah, it was like just the match. It was just a match.
This is okay. I did note that Tully almost immediately hit a slingshot suplex, and then Shane kicked out of it. No jobber in 85 would ever could ever. Yeah. Okay. I think I recognize a problem with this match here. A couple of problems. First of all, it's a very straightforward wrestling match, and ECW only has so much tolerance for that. The fans are willing to go along with it if it's exciting as well. See before Al Snow versus Chris Benoit.
Well, but
it's wrestled like an old school wrestling match too.
Oh yeah, so, you fucking Tully Blanchard.
Yeah, it's pretty boring. Also, I think they could get away with that, but I think we're seeing a real flaw in like Shane Douglas having these big matches with just outside dudes. Because it's heatless as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd doesn't care about Tully Blanchard.
No, they don't. Which is unfortunate because like Tully's talented.
He is good for sure. I think if the crowd gave more of a shit, this match would be a little bit better in my eyes already.
Yeah.
But they don't. And Shane Douglas isn't a fan favorite either. Like he's he's an obnoxious prick, but he's also like an ECW tank in the tank dude. So like the crowd kind of likes him, but they not really, not in the way they like Dreamer or Mikey Whipwreck or Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
So like you got a baby-ish face that the crowd is ish on against a guy that like he's not an ECW guy. The crowd doesn't really care. And the match doesn't do anything exciting to get the crowd to want to care.
Because Tully Blanchard is not an ECW style wrestler. And again, that can be okay, but you got to build that in some other way. But that is not Paul Heyman's strong suit.
Yeah, it's gotta feel connected. Like if you want an example of like a guy getting over not wrestling in ECW style, and to be fair, there's more to it than this. But like when Mick Foley turned heel in ECW and made his gimmick, I'm not gonna do any hardcore shit. Fuck you, weirdos. You know, that the crowd responded to that because it was a story and it was like a personal attack.
Yep.
This is just totally not wrestling like that. And it's like, okay, whatever. Get to the end. Shane Douglas wins off of a crossbody that he reversed from a suplex that Tully was doing. I don't know if you have any actual notes on this.
I don't have like I have a few like small things, but like I couldn't get all that much out of it. I have that Joey Styles on commentary feels the need to tell us that in case you don't know, the challenger is wearing black, the champ is wearing gold, but maybe wearing black and blue by the time this match is over. And like, I think Joey Styles might be like, if you put Stryker and Vampiro combined into a test tube and boiled out all their annoying bullshit, you would have, because like, Joey Styles does he does like a weird combo of like the Stryker and Vampiro thing of like just saying shit and shit that like he thinks is kind of poetic and like a clever enough turn of phrase, and also some shit that's just like kind of out of pocket, but it's not like so fucked up that I'm just sitting there distracted by the commentary.
Yeah, the problem for Joey Styles is that because he's the only commentator, he's not allowed to like he has to take every shot. Like everything that comes into his head, he does have to say because if he doesn't, it is dead air, silence. So
stream of consciousness commentary.
He is not allowed to like keep some on the inside voice.
There are some thoughts that belong in our heads, friend.
Yeah.
But like it still doesn't distract me the way Vampiro and Stryker do. Like he manages to manifest it in such a way that I'm not just sitting there going like, what the fuck are you saying? Yeah. I'm like, okay, sure, I can indulge him a little more.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. But yeah, the ref fucked up at one point in this match. He like did a 3 count, but Tully's foot was on the ropes. Or no, it was Shane Douglas.
Tully gets so like it was supposed to be like a, he on the rope, doesn't count, but he still made the ref did the 3 before he saw the foot. But then he saw the foot and was like, oh, never mind.
Sure, ref. I don't think it works like that, but okay. Yeah,
it's not supposed to, no.
No, the ref fucked up that spot. The Shane Douglas at one point clotheslines Tully Blanchard over the top rope to the outside, but honestly takes a far worse spill to the outside than Tully did. Like, he clotheslines Tully. Tully kind of like gracefully like tumbles down, and Shane Douglas looks like he's fallen down some fucking stairs as he goes toppling over the ropes with this clothesline. Mm-hmm. That's real effective offense there, franchise. Also, apparently Tully Blanchard by 1995 has never been a world champion, which is insane.
Don't worry, that will remain true forever.
Like, I guess there are some wrestlers that are like just like that. Like, less so today if we're talking about like mainstream guys, but like there are some dudes that'll like never have been like
old timey, like you look back in like the pre-90s, it was a lot harder to get world title runs because it was very much a concept of like, you got to like carry the company for real.
Yeah.
Like There's a lot of WWF guys who you'd think would be a world, like in 2020, if they were wrestling today, would get a world title run, even if it was a thank you quick run, that never touched the belt in the olden days. Piper, Ted DiBiase, Rick Rude. Hell, Jake Roberts never held any belt.
That's insane. That is fucked up, actually.
Yeah. So that's just the way it was back then. His title reigns were very long, and it was very much treated as like, unless you are a literal transition champion, it was like you don't get the belt unless you can draw like a top guy. Like
we live in a world where Yokozuna is a former WWF World Champion, but Jake Roberts isn't. That's a crime.
As the 90s and like wrestling moving to be more television based, but also the Attitude Era crash team style booking did change the way that world title runs were booked. Like,
I know, dude. Like, dudes would just like, it's a little game of hot potato half the fucking time.
Yeah. And like, while we've pulled back from that much of it, that concept is still there of like, you don't need to be like, if you're the champion, you don't always have to hold the belt for 4 years, and you don't have to be the top guy in the company to justify being champion.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you should be pretty fucking over, but like, you don't need to like be the ultimate top. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. That's a fantastic point. This is that's wild, because again, like, Tully Blanchard's not untalented by any stretch of the imagination.
In a later era, he probably gets a world title run at some point.
100%. Or like, or like, I don't know, something. Like, he's held other belts, but like a really good run with a top belt. Like, either, right? You would hope anyway. But you will be shocked to learn that outsider Tully Blanchard coming in with a heatless feud does not win this belt from Shane Douglas.
Yeah. Surprise. Then we get to the next match of the show.
Yes, enter Sandman, pursued by
for
Cactus.
A minute.
Not even. For like
Cactus Jack.
20 seconds.
Yeah, obviously Sandman comes out to Enter Sandman by Metallica. But fuck you, Cactus Jack interrupts it. And if I may be so honest, I wanted to like this match so much more than I did.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where it goes wrong. It starts hot. Cactus Jack beats the shit out of Sandman. He's beating him in the head. We learned very early on how the rules here work, in case you didn't know, because it's a Texas death match or whatever. The rules are you pin a guy, then they also have to stay down for a 10 count. So it's a combination, regular rules and last man standing. So Cactus Jack is giving Sandman CTE for a few
wholly
minutes.
Unprotected chair shots, Batman.
Yeah. But then when Sandman starts going back on the offensive, here's where this goes wrong. Because they let Sandman wrestle like a normal person.
Yeah, what?
Which is not only feels like shitty for the match type, it's shitty for Sandman. Sandman is not a good in-ring wrestler. He is a schlub. He is a truck driver that got in the ring. He has very bad coordination on the whole. He hits a slingshot drop kick that I didn't even think was possible for him to hit. And even then, that's because Cactus Jack got so fucking close to the ropes, it would have been impossible for Sandman to miss. He is not a good in-ring wrestler, and that is okay, because he had a super over entrance, he had a great song, and he could beat people with kendo sticks. And in this match, he doesn't get to drink, he doesn't get the song, and he doesn't get to hit people with the cane.
Yeah, they really said, fuck all of like everything that's good about Sandman. We are going to design this match to fuck that up. Paul
Heyman gets so much credit for being able to hide people's weaknesses and accentuate their strengths, and that didn't happen in this match.
Yeah, what the shit? That's a good point, because like I didn't even fully register that. You are better connected with Sandman than I am, but like because I was like this match is like clearly like fun, like symphony of violence. Like I didn't think it was a terrible match by any means. I was like, you know, again, easy watching. I could throw this on while I'm having like Saturday morning breakfast. I did, and I'm like, and I'm just vibing, and I'm like, this is great. But like I had like nothing to like really grab me until like except in the beginning and the end of the match. Like the middle like was just a blur. I was like, you know, symphony of violence, but like what the fuck notes are they playing? You know.
Yeah, it's because Sandman was wrestling normally.
Yeah, because they didn't let for all the like bullshit that was going on in this match. My man was not allowed to work his magic with a kendo stick for some ungodly reason.
Yeah, the only cane shot was woman hit Cactus Jack in the knee with it, because at one point in the match, Cactus Jack goes for a drop kick to Sandman and he misses and hits the guardrail instead. And so the rest of the match, his knee's fucked up.
Yeah.
And then later in the match, we'll probably talk more about the specifics when we get at the end here. Cactus Jack gets the cane and starts beating Sandman in the head with it.
Yep. That's
like, if you want to know how fucked up this match is, neither of them bleed.
Oh shit, you're right. I like got it in my head that one of them was bleeding, but you're right. Neither of them. Like weirdly fucking bloodless match. I thought for some reason Sandman was bleeding. I don't know why.
No. Maybe at the very end.
Maybe that was
happened,
it. Maybe
but
like at the very end.
It wasn't anything like what happened with Ian Rotten.
Oh no, God no. No, that was the bloodiest this whole show got.
Yeah. At one point, Joey Styles talks about how the Sandman is methodical in his attack, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, Joey, that's it."
Yeah, that's just like JR's code for this is not a classic or whatever the fuck of like this match fucking stuff. This is Joey Styles' way of saying this man Matt wrestles like a fucking like unsure baby sloth.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
But then I think the end brings it together in this kind of like, there's like a story here.
Yeah.
Like,
also, like, okay, as we get to the match, I didn't realize this was Falls Count Anywhere.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's a Texas death match. It doesn't really matter, I guess.
Sure,
yeah. But then the idea they want to sell here is Sandman superhumanly resilient in the match. And I wrote like the beat for beat of how this all went down here. So Cactus Jack hits a double arm DDT onto the chair. Sandman just kicks out. Sandman hits a pile driver on the chair to Cactus, but that was a late cover, so it was only a 2. That was like his biggest offensive move, as he pile drove Cactus Jack on the chair. Cactus Jack, as I said earlier, Cactus Jack uses the cane to beat up Sandman. Then Cactus Jack hits the cactus elbow, which if you want to know why Mick Foley limps so much, if you ever been wondered, like what part of his career it was the Cactus Jack elbow, which was a move he did in WCW and ECW a lot, where it's an elbow drop to the floor. So like his hip was just landing on concrete every single match for years.
Yeah.
That's what fucked up his hip the most. More than anything else. It's that. But anyway,
I imagine that's gotta fuck up his arms a little bit too.
Yeah.
God.
But anyway, Cactus Jack.
I don't know how Mick Foley like functions the way he does. Like how this man doesn't like have a mech suit to help him like move and get out of bed every day.
Yeah, he invented the cactus elbow to like show off like the idea of like Cactus Jack is a fucking madman. This dude is elbow dropping people onto concrete. What a fucking and which it worked. That does make him look like a maniac, but it absolutely destroyed his body to do that. And that's why he got away from it by the time he was in like the WWE. I'm sure he used the move at some point in the WWE, but he was moving on.
Now, we need to clarify that when he gets to WWE, this is still the Mick Foley version of chilling out. He's fucked up, just like not quite so body-destroyingly fucked up.
Yeah. That's when he starts using the mandible claw as his main move, and he stops doing fucking hip bumps on the concrete.
Fine, I guess I can have a submission hold that doesn't
nice
involve
and
me,
safe,
shredding myself.
Yeah.
Oh
but Cactus Jack gets a chair and does the cactus elbow with a chair. But Sandman kicks out. Then Cactus Jack tosses the chair just in Sandman's head, at Sandman's head. And then he hits a normal cactus elbow. And this point, he pins Sandman, but Sandman gets up before the 10 count. And Joey Styles is like freaking the fuck out on commentary about this.
Oh my God, Styles is losing it.
The crowd chants, "Bring it over here." The other side of the arena wants to see the violence too, yeah. Cactus Jack hits a DDT onto the concrete. Sandman gets up from that as well. This is the one Joey subtweets The Undertaker. He's like, hey, there's another wrestler out there that, always gets back up after taking unbelievable punishment. And if he ever brought his ass, he ever had the guts to come here to Philadelphia, the Sandman would put him away to darkness or whatever.
That is made deeply funny by how intertwined Foley's career became with Taker. That is extremely funny.
Joey Styles is like, Undertaker's a fucking pussy. If he show up here, Sandman would beat his ass.
And Foley's like, actually, that sounds fun. I'd like to actually maybe do that. Can please? Hello?
Yeah. Cactus Jack hits another DDT on the floor. Sandman gets up. It takes the third DDT onto concrete floor to put away the Sandman.
Yeah, dude, I thought the way the match started, this was gonna end with a Sandman victory, because Foley gets these insane off the bat, just pin after pin after pin at the beginning, and Sandman gets up, and I was like, this is gonna build to the Sandman victory. I was surprised, but Foley just murdered. They said, actually, Sandman, not only are we taking away all the shit that makes you cool, not even giving you a substantial enough comeback spot to win, you're still gonna die to Foley. What was going on here with Sandman? What is this going on with this feud here?
I don't know.
Fair. I don't know if this is a particularly notable feud or anything.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Sandman's next big feud is going to be with Raven. Is going to be the next everybody knows about this feud.
Oh shit! So Sandman's face at this point?
Yeah, he's babyface by now.
So Foley's working heel?
It's kind of face right now. I don't think Cactus has had his Kane. Cactus turns heel after the Kane Dewey promo.
Okay.
Which Deadlock just did that episode, and we probably will someday too.
Hey,
that's the promo where he talks the entire ECW crowd as violent maniacs, inspired by a sign that someone had in the crowd that said Kane Dewey, which Dewey was Mick Foley's 3-year-old son.
Yeah,
who they were talking about there.
Yeah,
he looked at that and was disgusted by what this crowd is and how he is I helped create this crowd and you're all monsters, and so fuck you, I'm giving up hardcore forever.
That's
a whole thing
to an angle off of.
Yeah. That's a whole thing.
Yep.
He'll feud with Dreamer over why do you embrace these people, and look how you're destroying your own body and career for these people who don't deserve it.
Oh shit, that's kind of a cool full circle for Dreamer then.
But that's neither here nor there, right? The Sandman has gotten big baby. Sandman is becoming babyface ever since he got Enter Sandman. The crowd has seen him in a different light.
It's the way the Acclaim turned babyface of the entrance music just hits too good and everyone's like, yeah,
pretty much.
You can do whatever you want. But one thing with Joey Styles freaking out on commentary as we get to Foley hitting fucking just move after move on the goddamn concrete to Sandman. Joey Styles at one point says, the Sandman is sitting up again with the same, I swear to God, the same cadence as in Pokemon. Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Sandman's getting up again.
Joey Styles, truly influential. Yeah, truly influential.
Yeah.
But yeah, he Sandman gets killed in the weirdest match of his career thus far.
Yeah. Then in our main event, it's the Public Enemy versus Sabu and Taz.
Talk about people with an over entrance. Public Enemy walks so fucking Jurassic Express with Tarzan Boy could run.
They come out to Here Comes the Hot Stepper.
Yep.
He's doing the fucking dance. Rock. He's doing the bring it around town.
Oh my God. Rock walks so Prince Nana could run.
Absolutely. But they're still heels. They are still heels because Rock gets on the mic and he's like, for you computer internet mutants, now you'll see some real wrestling. Joey Styles makes reference to the hundreds of the 100 or so internet fans who have traveled all the way to Philadelphia to watch this show.
100 or so internet fans. Joey Styles goes, man, this is doing numbers.
We're just doing numbers. Yeah, it's just so funny that they're hyping up. They have 100 people on the internet following ECW.
Oh, you know what? It was a better time when it was only 100 people on the internet following ECW. I bet the IWC was so peaceful in those days.
It was not. The IWC has always been the exact same. There was just less of them back in the day.
Yeah, well, I'll take a smaller volume too.
You go to fucking internet message boards in the Attitude Era, and it's all shit about Stone Cold Stale, The Rock is a nepo baby, push Kurt Angle to the top. Put the belt on Dean Malenko. Fuck Stone Cold. It's the exact same shit.
That's fucking amazing. There's no difference. The only things that are different are the names. They're names. They're doing Adam Cole physique discourse on Stone Cold.
Yes. They do that. They do the physique discourse on Mick Foley.
No. Well, if you put Mick Foley is the Eddie Kingston in the body of a Rock, then you maybe have something.
Mick Foley is the Eddie Kingston of the 1999 message boards.
Unironically, fucking true.
Yeah. So no, the IWC has always been the exact same.
Man, I really don't like I don't like how Mick Foley started has changed up his moveset, has leaned into the mandible claw now. It looks so fake. What happened to the Foley that I knew and loved that would just fucking die for this industry?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So yes, the Public Enemy are going up against the homicidal, suicidal suplex machines, Taz and Sabu.
And Sabu, this is Sabu. They come out to Sabu's normal music, which is the fucking Jaws theme.
Really? I didn't catch that.
It's donna, 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 donna.
Damn, they said we are people of culture. We'll rip off all. We'll steal all the music. John Williams, we're classy enough to steal your music too.
Yep.
God,
that was wild as hell to me.
That's so awesome.
Jaws music,
bro. I do love that Taz and Sabu. I don't know. I can't remember what they're like. I know they're wearing what they always wear, but they're wearing matching colors for this, which I don't know if they usually both wear emerald green as their main color, but the coordination. I appreciate that for two dudes who are a tag team of convenience in a way, these are singles guys who have temporarily become a tag team. They're adding that little bit of extra aesthetic coordination. This is fucking better than you, baby, getting the Burberry jackets. Just a little bit of aesthetic goes a long way. I'm into it.
Yeah, So this match, after the last two matches, I was like, gosh, I don't know. Not feeling some of these big matches on the show. This match was fun as fuck.
This was great.
Yeah, this was peak ECW shithousen.
Oh my god. Match. These dudes are just fucking around.
They're just fucking fun. They're just fucking punching each other and hitting each other with weapons.
And Sabu is like it does exactly what it says on the tin. Like, Public Enemy's, fucking around, healing it up. Taz is just suplexing motherfuckers everywhere.
The Tasmanian. He's still the Tasmaniac, sort of. I think he still dresses like he's from the jungles of New Zealand.
Yeah.
Or Tasmania, I guess. From the jungles of Tasmania. I don't want to, but I feel like we should watch like 1993 ECW, like before Paul Heyman took the book, just so you can see like some of these like ancient gimmicks, like the Tasmaniac or the Sandman is called the Sandman because his old gimmick was being a surfer bro. That's why.
Oh yeah, we talked about this, and I was like, how is he not like a sleepy boy?
No, it's because he's a surfy boy who just kept the name. But no, we should see some of these like anciently bad gimmicks.
The Eastern Championship Wrestling was like, hey, that new generation thing seems pretty cool.
Yup. No, Brawl starts hot. Taz immediately suplexes Rocco Rock
just off the fucking head. Again, it does what it says on the tin. You get Taz in that match, he suplexes people. His first offensive move, just fucking belly to back immediately.
And dumps him on his head, too.
Yes.
Johnny, Grunge, and Sabu are fighting on the outside. Is when that Taz judo tosses Rocco to the outside, and they kind of brawl around for a while off camera while they focus on Sabu and Johnny Grunge.
Yeah.
Sabu, oh man, this dude is a fucking freak in terms of the spots he did. Dude was doing hardcore spots that no one had ever done before, and nobody's ever done again because they recognize they're all dangerous and stupid.
Like I think the way Paul Heyman booked any Sabu match, like for the Sabu portion of the match, he doesn't give him any directions. He's like, just go out there and have fun, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
Like this is some like fucking backyard fed shit that he's doing. Just whatever. Like we talk about Joey Styles. This is stream of consciousness wrestling from Sabu.
I can't wait to get to the finish of like what he's just trying to do. Absolutely unhinged nonsense.
Oh my god!
But early in the match, he sits Johnny Grunge in a chair on the outside. He goes back in the ring and he does a plancha to the floor onto Grunge sitting in the chair.
Jesus H. Christ! Yeah, Sabu just fucking tied this match together. Oh my!
Taz gets a hold of a broom handle, and they cut away from him doing anything with that. Paul E is out there Paul Heyman is still the manager for Sabu at this point. So he is out.
Yeah, he's just hanging out there.
Sabu
I didn't notice.
Yeah, there wasn't any good shots of Paul E.
Yeah, not a whole lot of fanfare to Paul E being there, but like, yeah, he just suddenly like I see him and I'm like, Jesus Christ, where did you go?
Sabu beats Johnny Grunge's ass into the third row.
Yeah,
takes Johnny Grunge to the top of the bleachers and then tosses him down the bleachers.
Oh my god, this was so insane.
Yeah,
Public Enemy, they get
Johnny Grunge gets the frying pan.
Okay. This
is the one that was unwrapped.
Yeah, this one was unwrapped. This is the
one. So this is the wrapped one, is what I meant.
Yeah. Johnny Grunge has a frying pan that was clearly bought by a fan at like the closest Bed Bath and Body Works or whatever the fuck, because it's still wrapped in plastic, has a goddamn like brand logo sticker on it. Like, dude didn't even fucking unwrap it. He's just like a present for you, Johnny Grunge.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I love it. Wham.
It's fine. Taz and Rocco fight their way back to the ring. Taz hits a belly-to-belly suplex, and I didn't even see Sabu set up the chairs, but he sets up a chair and does the air Sabu, which is like, it's like the move that Jeff Hardy does when he jumps off of Matt's back.
Yeah.
To hit somebody in the corner. It's the same thing, except Sabu jumped off of two chairs.
He jumped off of two chairs, and he splashes. Was that Johnny Grunge?
Yeah.
He splashes Johnny Grunge in the corner. Johnny Grunge takes. I thought the bump from earlier in the Stevie Richards match was ridiculous. Johnny Grunge, he gets splashed. He stumbles forward, and then he fucking he just like does a fucking front flip over the chair that Sabu set up for the air Sabu. Like no need for that. Like, this man, he stumbles forward, looks at the chair, and just goes whoop right over it. I was so confused.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? That was great.
Yeah. Sabu goes and gets a table, and now remember, this is a tables match, a double tables. You gotta put both people in a team through the table. That's the key.
I like that concept, by the way. That's a fun concept.
Yeah, so Sabu is setting up the tables, and he gets Johnny Grunge on the table. Sabu grabs a chair, takes it with him to the top rope, plants it on the top turnbuckle. Sabu is going to jump off of the chair on the turnbuckle to the table, and he does it, except Johnny Grunge gets out of the way, and Sabu slams his knee into the table, and the table's leg breaks.
Yup. Sabu, like, fucks himself up. Is this, like, did he, like fuck himself on this? Like, is this, like, an injury that he's, like...
No, I think he's fine. This is just normal Sabu fucking up shit.
Because he comes down, breaks the table leg, and like starts clutching his knee. Credit where credit is due. Public Enemy rolls with this beautifully and like breaks off the broken like chair leg to use as like a weapon.
Yeah, Johnny Grunge starts choking Sabu with the broken table leg.
Yeah, that was insane.
But then they set up Sabu, they set up a table in the corner, and Taz does this really cool thing where he suplexes Sabu onto Rocco Rock.
Yep, that was cool as shit.
Taz and Sabu get whipped into the table in the corner. It does not break. Sabu ends up tossing Rocco Rock through this corner table, except it doesn't count. Maybe the ref missed. I don't know. That was weird.
Well,
maybe it wasn't supposed to break. I don't know, but they don't count it. Even though
that's the thing is like they're running with a story in this match of like the refs getting distracted and not seeing the dudes go through tables, which is a spot that I've never seen in a tables match before, and is frankly an insane thing to do in a tables match.
It's so weird too, because it's like I understand usually how we get to the ref didn't see it, it doesn't count situation. I know people like to meme on it, but I get it. The ref didn't actually see it. They don't really know what they're seeing, the aftermath. They don't know how it got there, right?
Yep.
But Rocco Rock is in a table. It's broken in a table. How do you not know what happened here?
Yeah, that was probably like a botch spot there.
Yeah, I don't know if they meant to break that table.
But it's even funnier because this match has fucking 2 refs in it. Which we'll get to that in a fucking
but whatever. Johnny Grunge has like a double table set up to try to do Sabu and Taz at the same time.
Yep.
Sabu gets out of the way. Taz grabs Johnny Grunge off the top rope, suplexes him through the table while also putting himself through the table.
Yeah, human suplex machine really didn't think that one through.
They rule both of them as having gone through a table, therefore it's a 1-1 score. And now it's just Rocco or Sabu. This was funny and stupid. So Rocco puts Sabu on the table. He's about to go up off the top rope. But oops, the spot isn't ready yet because Taz is still down on the floor. Yeah. So Rocco gets down off the top rope. Is just like, not yet. He does the all around town. And then he hits Sabu.
He plays it off well of like wanting the hot dog, but oh my God.
But it's like, it's because I didn't realize it till after the fact. It's because Taz wasn't up yet to do the spot.
Oh my God.
But Rocco goes for the moonsault and puts Sabu through the table, except Taz and Paul Lee distracted the ref, and the ref didn't see it happen.
Both of the refs. There are 2 dudes with ref shirts here, and somehow both of them missed this table. And again, what the fuck? Sabu stays there by the time the refs turn around. What the shit are you talking about?
Yeah, so Rocco Rock goes and rings the bell. and Johnny Grunge starts choking out Paul. But it's whatever. Sabu, we don't really see the setup to what happened. Sabu gets Rocco Rock on a table through the outside. He does a leg drop, and he puts Rocco Rock through the table, and Sabu and Taz win the ECW Tag Team Championships.
Yeah, that shit fucking rules.
Yep.
So, like, utter bullshit for how we got here. But, like, yeah, Sabu and Taz are the new champs, baby. That's so fucking cool.
Yeah. But the fight's not. It was really cool to see, yeah. But the fight's not over. Johnny Grunge.
Well, of course, the bell has rung. We're only at intermission in an ECW match.
Johnny Grunge has a chain. He runs in and attacks Taz, and so him and Taz brawl their way up the entranceway.
Of course.
And then 911 comes out
of nowhere,
and he helps Sabu set up more tables. There is a like regular size table in the ring and then a excessively large table now perched on the top turnbuckle.
Again, stream of consciousness. Sabu is like a fucking 10-year-old in his backyard just being like, what is like the craziest like fantasy spot that I can book? But Sabu actually has the means to do it. He's like, yeah, sure, why not?
I'll do that.
Yeah, table on the top rope. Sure.
Sabu gets a chair and he plants it on the top turnbuckle. Seemingly what his stupid ass was about to do was jump off of the chair sitting on the table through the table that Rocco Rock is on. But which is an insane idea. That it cannot be emphasized enough that table is not securely on the top rope. The only reason it's staying up there is because it is so big that it is laying across the entire top rope.
100%.
And then some. But like the table legs are just hanging in the air.
Dangling.
Which is concerning when Chris Benoit runs out because he is not done trying to cripple Sabu.
Yeah.
And Chris Benoit gets up on the table that is on the top rope. So now there are two people on here, and that table is about to fall the fuck off.
I know!
Which is a good thing why they immediately do the spot they're trying to do here, where Chris Benoit powerbombs Sabu through the Rocco Rock table. Off the top rope table.
We need to make clear, Benoit's not here to make any kind of save for the Public Enemy. He just fucking hates Sabu.
He is trying to. So I was like, what the fuck? Craziest. This, as I said, nobody does Sabu spots anymore because Sabu was an idiot who should not have done those spots to begin with.
No, but also.
I mean, I'm glad that he did because it's so entertaining.
I know.
But also, no one should ever emulate Sabu.
God, no. You will actually die. Sabu, the fact that Sabu...
It's amazing that Sabu is still alive
and mobile and walking.
And able... Sabu is still physically able enough to steal money from promoters by no show. So... Because that man should probably be dead with the absolutely dumb shit he did
has rolled
in ECW.
So the cosmic dice have rolled an insane amount of times in his favor. You do not have Sabu luck. Don't try it. Don't even fucking think about it.
Yeah, so the in-ring stuff ends with Benoit having laid out Sabu. Yes. And then we cut to a Chris Benoit pre-tape interview.
with like, okay. It's shot like, I'm sorry, this is like my frame of reference for a shot like this. It's shot like fucking at the end of Monsters Inc. when they do the put that thing back where it came from or So Help Me musical, and like Mike gets his 11 o'clock number, and we have like the shot of Mike like sitting in the stool, and it's like on the bottom left of the screen, and the top right is like semi-transparent, like close-up Mike face. It's shot like that. Benoit's out here to be like, Sabu's back in my hair.
Yeah, so, because Sabu is sitting in a chair in a black room, and he's facing off to the right, to the left, to the right-hand side. And there is like in the background, like another shot of him like wringing his hands.
I don't know why. And the thing is, like, the transparency on the shots keeps like switching back and forth. Like it fades into like Benoit's face being more opaque, and then it fades out to his hands being more opaque. I don't know what the shit they were doing.
Yeah, it's just him talking about how like I tried to cripple you once, Sabu, and the only reason you're not in a hospital is because I let you wrestle. I could do it I could cripple your ass anytime I wanted.
God, no, stop leaving in.
Yeah, and he announces formally that that him and Malenko, the shooter, want to challenge Sabu and Taz for the titles, for the tag.
Oh shit. That's immediately setting up that feud is kind of insane, but also like, yeah fuck, I guess so.
I mean, it is kind of continuing where they were at, kind of in our late 94 arc. You know, Benoit, Malenko, and Taz had matches together. You know, obviously the incident with Sabu happened in late 94. So now it's kind of like Sabu and Taz are a tag team. Fuck it. Malenko and Benoit as a tag team.
Yeah, fair enough. No, it's just crazy. Like, as new tag champs, that's like the first thing they're going into. It's like, damn, we're not even letting them like have like little starter feuds. No. We're going straight into like the nuclear heat feud. Actually,
we're getting hot. We're staying hot out here.
God damn. All right, yeah. Fun fucking show.
Even like fun ass show. It's I'm not gonna call it a forgotten gem necessarily.
No,
the ECW era, but it was a fun time. I'm glad we rolled it.
Again, like I talked about in the front half, the evolution of EC Dub, and like we are again, it's still like relatively early days, but I see what you were saying in the front half now. Like we are here. Like this is for someone who has only consumed like early ECW thus far and has a general conception of what ECW is. This feels correct for like what I know of ECW. This feels like we are in like the what ECW is known to be at its core. And it's a very rewarding experience. I think it's one that just, if you are a violence pervert, if you like your work rate, if you like, you know, all these kind of like very legendary, you know, alt wrestler personalities that are kind of like a lot of the you know, gems of the wrestling world that didn't get the same prominence of the Rocks and the Stone Colds, but like, holy shit, you can see why they're still so iconic for their era. Like we're here, and I'm really glad that we got to experience that, and it felt like this is like what makes ECW a thing that I could very much enjoy, and I did. Just like easy watching. Even if it's not perfect, it's just a good fucking time. Like, it is simple as that.
It's a good time. We will obviously need to be back at some point to watch even later and kind of get deeper into like other iconic, because like so far in terms of like the legends of ECW, we're very the guys who were like day oneers. You know, Dreamer, Sandman, Taz, Sabu. You know, we haven't had a chance to really see peak Raven or the Dudleys, or Rhino, or RVD and Jerry Lynn.
Oh my god,
you know, there's just so many big names of ECW lore that just like haven't got there yet. Or like legendary runs like Rey Mysterio. I was thinking like Rey Mysterio and Jericho having short early runs in ECW. You know.
Yeah, no, 100% to all of that. Agreed.
Yeah, fun times were had here this morning. You know, the fun. I think I appreciate our randomizer episodes for like picking stuff that like I wouldn't have chosen for us to watch on the podcast because it's not very historically significant, because it's not. Double Tables isn't like a historically good or memorable show to where it's like everybody talks about it. It would be on my mind for like, let's do an ECW episode. But it's still a lot of fun, and there were good matches and moments to watch on it.
Yes, 100%. I'm fully in agreement with you on that.
Yeah, we will be back on another randomizer sometime for sure. Next time though, we're heading back to TNA. The Claire Lynch story continues. Only 2 more episodes. We are 2/3 of the way through.
Don't ask if it should continue. Just know that it is.
Know that it does. Last time we watched the terribly disappointing baby shower.
I know.
But finally, AJ Styles is going to take a reasonable response to all this bullshit. He is going to take a paternity test. And
oh my fucking god.
It's pretty simple.
Fucking god.
It's pretty simple. Him versus Daniels. If Daniels wins, AJ will accept the father as being the father of the child. And if AJ Styles wins, he has taken a paternity test and they have to accept the results.
What?
It's still wrestling. We still have to resolve stuff with wrestling matches, you know?
But what? This is even more fucked than the custody battle for Dominic. This is like instead of like dudes fighting over their desire to like be able to like claim custody over a child, this is like CD thrusting custody onto AJ if he wins. That's like even more fraught somehow. What the shit?
Hey, don't put too much thought into this and like why AJ didn't just do that from the start. Don't put that much thought into it, okay?
Oh my
we're wrestling for a paternity test. That's all you need to know.
Great. I can't wait.
Yep. Till then, David, hit our plugs.
Yes, sir. Dear friends, thank you all so much for joining us on yet another episode of the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast. We are so delighted to have you here. Returning listeners, viewers, what have you. Thank you all so much for once again welcoming us back into your eardrums, your eyeballs, whatever it is you use to consume our content. We're just so glad that you're here and having a great time with us week after week. You know, many thanks. New people, hey, hi, how's it going? Welcome to the show. We here at the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast like to think we are friendly to both noobs and knockouts alike. So whether you're brand new to the wild, wacky world of wrestling or you're a veteran of all the weird bullshit, either way, we hope you had a great time here. We hope you want to keep coming back to have a great time with us week after week. I'm going to make sure you know all the ways you can do so. So first and foremost, of course, is our YouTube version. We are the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast on YouTube. That video-only version. Hit subscribe, ring that bell, make sure it turns a nice little solid color so you get notifications every single time we drop a brand new episode. Check out all of our playlists. Austin has been kind enough to organize all of the storylines that we follow into their own separate playlists so you guys can follow things all the way down without having to skip around a whole lot. It's great. On top of all of that, you can check out coming soon at some point.
By the end of the month. By the end of the month, the first
one. By the end of the month? Out. Cool. End of the month, we're starting to get art compilations out on YouTube.
I think we're going to try that for like a one-a-month situation.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's try that out.
That's exciting as shit. Austin, who I must shout out as the to put a wrestling term on it, the true workhorseman of this podcast, putting his editosi into this whole thing to bring you guys some very accessible content. So look forward to the art compilations coming out on the YouTube. That shit's going to be really exciting. On top of all that, you know, give us that sweet engagement that we over here at the pod so very much appreciate. And you know, you can see our lovely faces on the YouTube too. See Austin's and my great estimations of the Public Enemy dance. You know, we are nothing but dancing kings, if nothing else. But yeah, you can check all that out on the video version. Of course, we have the audio-only versions available as well on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts, three of the best places to find your podcast, some would say. Yeah, you can do that whole listening thing over there. You can download our show so you can listen to us offline. We also encourage some sweet engagement on those. If you are so inclined, you can give us ratings and reviews, maybe telling people that this show comes highly recommended. If you think so, I certainly think so. You know, I don't want to put words in your mouth or nothing. All that good stuff over on the audio-only version, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. On top of all of that, we exist on the internet past this little void that we find ourselves in week after week. You can find us on a few other places as well. First and foremost, of course, is our Twitter. You can find us on Twitter at Noobs and KnoxPod. That's at Noobs, the letter N, KnoxPod on Twitter. Come check us out there. We do the whole Twitter thing we get funny with it, joking and memeing it up. We engage in mind-melting IWC discourse. A highlight of our Twitter, of course, is weekly wrestling live tweeting every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on TBS. We are watching and tweeting about AEW Dynamite, talking all that good shit about what TK, or right now, the new Elite have to offer us every week. Ooh, spooky. And then on top of
Nicholas and Matthew Jackson.
Nicholas and Matthew Jackson, who have fucking overtaken the title sequence to just be clips of the new Elite, which is so, the fact that they kept that running for more than a week is like actually fucking crazy. Like, that's just the title sequence now. That's hilarious. Good shit. And then additionally, when I have the time to, and also when shit's not being preempted by the fucking NBA, we will sometimes.
Oh yeah, Collision and Rampage both tonight.
Yeah, we're so close. We're so close to the end. We're almost back to our regularly scheduled wrestling. But yeah, so when we have time as our normal schedule, sometimes on Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern on TNT, we will be watching and tweeting about AEW Rampage. I do the live tweeting. Shameless AEW mark. Sorry about it. And then on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern on TNT, again, when we have time, when they're scheduled normally, we will watch and tweet about AEW Collision. Good times to be had by all. On top of all of that, Austin, being the knockout that he is, likes to follow the 3 major wrestling promotions in North America, likes to talk about them to you guys here on the show, especially for all you noobs who are looking for shit to get into, trying to peruse the sampler platter a little bit. Sometimes he'll tweet about it, we'll tweet about it. And this is also our chance on the show to talk a little bit about contemporary wrestling. Austin tends to keep up with all of the major North American company pay-per-views. And my friend, please tell us what is on the docket coming up.
Sure. So upcoming in the WWE, which you can watch every week, Raw at 8 on USA Network, at least for the rest of 2024. And Fridays at 8 or SmackDown on Fox, at least for the rest of 2024. Actually, I don't know if they might go back to sooner than that to USA Network. I don't know. I just know Netflix.
Yeah, they signed a new deal with USA for the interim. I don't fucking know.
I just know that the Netflix deal starts in just January. As much as I really wish that there was going to be like a 3-month period where Raw was airing live on YouTube, that is not how they're doing it.
God.
It would be very much like the time where TNA was between TV deals in the early 2000s. So there was like a 3-month period where you watch new episodes of TNA and like the web player, like the internet web, like an internet web player before they got on Spike.
Okay.
Very, very, this is a very amusing time to think about, major wrestling company. We're between TV contracts, so we're just going to be on like the internet.
Jesus.
But yeah, upcoming for WWE is on May 25th is their newest Jeddah, Saudi Arabia show.
Oh, cool.
King
Fuck
and
you.
Queen of the Ring. Fuck that. I will just barely ever talk about it. Don't you worry about that. Bro, the fact
they're taking King of the Ring to fucking Saudi is the worst.
It's fine, though, because Cody Rhodes is about to win 2 belts.
What?
They're doing title for title with Logan Paul.
Wait, they're doing title for title? Because fucking my brother texted me that Jake Paul or Logan Paul called him out. And he's like, man, Wikipedia. Logan Paul might be about to win. And I'm like, no, Logan Paul's not about to win. He'll lose this fucking feud just like he did with Roman. I didn't realize it was title for title. What the shit?
Bro, that's what Wikipedia says. It's title for title.
Oh my God. This is actually the worst.
It's for both the WWE title and the US title.
Oh, this is actually the worst then.
Yeah, holy shit.
I gotta text my brother about that. You did. He did not leave. He did not mention that part of it.
There are 2 cursed timelines, and we're about to go to the least cursed one. But still,
either way, it's still a fucking cursed timeline.
Yeah, this is why. Next one after that, though, should be Clash at the Castle on June 15th. I have more to say about that as that gets closer.
Yes, in Scotland.
In Scotland, there was a whole big thing this week about how everyone thought the prices were too high and exploitative, and WWE got criticized in the news for their shitty pricing.
Fucking based ass Scotland does it again.
Yeah,
they won't. I remember
that shit happened last time too. People talked about like, why is the Clash of the Castle show in Cardiff? Like, why is the prices are too high? Why is the ticket sales aren't what they could be because the prices are too high? Like, I remember that conversation. They are trying to price gouge the Europeans, and the Europeans are not having it.
God damn. Even the fact the UK's hopping on that is crazy. They're like, they won't let them get away with that shit. They're like, we know what our euros were.
Yeah. But you can watch all WWE's major shows on Peacock. That's how those air. Same weekend as King and Queen of the Ring. It is Memorial Day weekend, after all. May 26th, AEW Double or Nothing.
DON, baby.
What a hot card we got so far.
Insane card so far.
Don't want to go too deep into it until probably next episode, or maybe episode.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. I don't have the calendar immediately in my mind. Probably next episode.
It's the 26th, so maybe like 2 episodes from now we go. Or no. Well, next episode. Because then
next time we'll probably talk more about it.
We'll go, yep.
Then for TNA, their next show, by the way, you can watch them every week, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on Access TV, or with a $1 YouTube sub, 8:30 on YouTube. They also have a streaming service, TNA Plus. That's where they get all their stuff. All of AEW stuff is available on traditional pay-per-view outlets, as well as Fight TV. We finally done it. Bleacher Report has finally been so shit that the TK has signed a deal with fucking Fight to carry the pay-per-views.
Yo! Hell yeah!
I don't know.
I assume he's still not signing a deal with Fight to carry the normal TV though.
No.
Fuck.
I don't know how long term it is. I just know that like the Fightful like 3 pay-per-view bundle is on American Fight.
That's amazing.
It was for Dynasty, Double or Nothing, and Forbidden Door. So the very least, though, we're gonna go there and see. Bleacher Report is no longer the exclusive internet pay-per-view provider for the American audience. Now I just use the VPN to buy it for cheaper because the prices are still the same, but at least we
know what our euro is worth.
We do. We
know specifically.
Us in Blimey, bruv. We are in London, and I don't even know what fucking accent I'm doing right now.
Well, we gonna pick.
We
gonna pick up the pay-per-view bundle, isn't it?
Gonna get some cheeky Nando's for the pay-per-view.
Fuck me. Okay, bro. Oi.
And back to TNA though, I just forgot to mention like how you can get Double or Nothing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Against all odds, TNA Plus, their streaming service. Don't have any matches announced yet. That's not till June 14th.
Jesus.
So we're a hot second away in that one. Yeah. And that is all that is upcoming.
Hell yeah. Be sure to check all that shit out, over on the Twitter, over on, all the wrestling promotions that you want to check out that we talk about. We love to talk about it. We love to tweet about it. If you enjoy listening to the podcast, you'll enjoy the Twitter. It's all that podcasty goodness condensed down into little bite-sized nuggets on the character limit Twitter. You know how it goes. Mm-hmm. If you want to get in more direct and long-form contact with us, that is not character limited, you can do so at our email address, noobsandknockoutspod@gmail.com. That's noobs, the word and knockoutspod@gmail.com. I know it's a mouthful, but this is what you gotta do sometimes. Be sure to come say hi to us there. Tell us what you think about the show. Request things you want to see us cover on the show. Start discourse with us about our hot takes. Just, say hi. We love people saying hi. We would love to say hi back. noobsandknockoutspod@gmail.com. Of course, finally, if you want to support the show in a more direct, financial way, you can do so on our Patreon. We're also the Noobs and Knockouts Podcast on Patreon. The link for that is in our Twitter. $1 a month gets you early access to episodes and a shout out at the end of each episode. Shout out, as always, to friends of the show, a Sugar Daddy, El Lucha Dead, Money, and Vince McMahon did nothing wrong. I will kill you. I will end you. Stop. Bastard, man. If you want to enjoy your perks along with those boys, we hope you do enjoy your perks, dear friends, even if you make me say fucked up things. You can do so over on the Patreon. Just a single little $1 a month helps out the show tremendously. It's more than we can say, means a lot, and not that much out of your kick for the matter. So if you want to help out, get some fun stuff along the way, over on the Patreon. It's good stuff. And hey, the more support we get on that Patreon, the more the Patreon grows, the more podcast grows, the more cool shit we're able to do. So, it's a win-win-win for everybody. Hey, bada bing, bada boom. So yeah, be sure to check that out on the Patreon. Link for that, once again, is in our Twitter.
See y'all next time.
Hasta luego.